on? What's up? You know what time it is? It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it is Women Rock Wednesday, my favorite day of the week. And guess what? We celebrate women really on the Chop Shop every day. But today we have a special, special day, and women is first in everything. If they want to ask a question, I'm gonna talk to them first. I mean, we just celebrate women today. It's just something that I just think is great to do. And great. It's not necessarily a tradition. It's something we actually believe in. And so let me see, as customary, let me start out to see who are my starting five. And they're all women. I see some guys. I see y'all up there. Y'all did good. I see you. It's about 3 or 4 guys up there. But you guess what? Not today. Not today. You got to catch me tomorrow. But Dale Griggs. Let's see who else we got. Dale Griggs, Tamika Withers, Kim Jackson. Keep going. Jessica Brooks. Hold on. Sonya Billingsley. Oh my goodness. Hey, Sonya. Who else we got? That's all we got. 5 women. I don't have. I'm finna chill then. I'm finna give me some drink. This the Women's Day, Mark, and they not here. Mark. Shout out to the ladies today. But where you at? Sonya, where they at? Share the show. Have anybody shared the show yet? Has anybody told their friends about Mindy at the Dentist? Okay. Have anybody told their friends about subscribing to the YouTube page? I mean, I got a guest gonna come on for today. They come in and just run a little. Okay. It's running a little late. Okay. Well, guess what? Well, let me just sit back and kick it in. Hold on. That felt good. Now, my girl. Oh, my 6th woman of the day is Miss Akila. Oh, my very, very special friend of mine. What's going on? Oh my God. Hey. I'm good now. Hey, I'm good now. But great. Oh, Caitlin. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about Cade Cunningham and Jalen Green. Oh yeah, it was lit last night. Hey, Kimberly, just go back to some of the show. You remember when people used to ask me about Jalen Green a long time ago? And I gave and I know people saying, oh, what is he talking? Because I've seen it. That little kid he's different. I don't like the way he dressed, but he is unbelievable talent in basketball. I can tell you. What's up, everybody? Let me start. I got a guest gonna come on in just a second. Io as well. Tell me what about Io? Cause ain't nobody been talking about Io, but that is Moody. That is Moody. What Io do as well? Tell me why when I mentioned Jalen Green, you mentioned Io. Just explain it to me. I'm good. I mean, when you say something and you put it on this screen, Robert Hatter gonna say something about it now. Io, what has Io done? Oh, he had a great game. Tell me what you mean by a great game, because I didn't see it. Yeah, rest in peace to Cameron Burrell, Leroy Burrell's son. He passed away. Young man, 26 years old. Keep telling y'all about this mental health thing. I know people thinking I was kidding about it a year and a half ago, but this stuff is real amongst our athletes in our community. Tell me what he did, Thaddeus. He said he had a good game. Great game. Great game. I'm not the stat guy. I'm gonna tell you, I don't look at the stats that much from these summer league games. That's Jimmy be doing that. If you ain't no super duper, tell me what he did. Thaddeus Moody. I'm waiting. Garza, you said Garza looked good? Okay. All right. It is real. Yeah, it's real. Josh Christopher had a nice game. Yes. What else we got? Jalen Green. Okay. All right. Before I bring my guest in, I want to shout out. It's Women Rock Wednesday, so I want to do some. I'm always. It's a few women I need to talk about today. A few women. I need to talk about. Let me talk about these first. I want to mention these names because these names have been mentioned on this show before. Now they popular, but I've been mentioning these names. If you go back, look at the shows. Katanja Brown, Jackson. Um, she's at the D.C. Circuit Court. Got appointed by Joe Biden. Candace Jackson. Oh my God. Akiwanmi. She's with the Seventh Circuit federal court, was appointed by Joe Biden. Tiffany Cunningham, Federal Circuit Court, and Eunice Lee, the Second Circuit Court. Tell you why that's important. These federal court judges, these are the higher courts before you go to the Supreme Court. Now 4 black women have been nominated in these positions, and all 4 federal appellate judges confirmed in 2021 are black women. Before this year, check this out, Women Rock Wednesday, before this man said this man had a great game. That is Moody. You're about to lose your credibility. But let me get back to these girls, these women. Before this year, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Rod Wells in Philadelphia wearing his Chop Shop t-shirt. I got you, Rod. I'm going to put you on the screen. Just hold on a second. Before this year, ladies and gentlemen, I just gave y'all 4 judges. I know if you don't understand what's going on, then I know. Yeah, just take the ride. These federal appointments are very important. Okay, you see this Texas Supreme Courts, these judges here, this Texas Supreme Court judges, all of them are Republicans, and all of those are going against the Democrats, talking about they're going to arrest them when they get back to Texas. I'm sorry. It's very important who we vote for, because guess what? The last time 45 appointed all these judges. He appoint not one woman judge, black woman judge. 45 didn't. This man, I ain't saying Biden's great, but he appointed 4. Before this year, only 8 black women had ever served in this role in history. In history. This matters, ladies and gentlemen. It matters who you vote for. It matters. And then now I want to talk about my baby. Let me tell you something. That Dawn Staley becoming the first black head coach to guide the Olympics women team to a 5-on-5 gold medal. Dawn Staley said she said she's done. Happened to meet her a long time ago. Nikki McCray was her assistant coach. Then I looked at her, I looked up her record as a head coach and a player tandem. Dawn Staley and A'ja Wilson has now won 2017 NCAA championship, the 2018 FIBA World Cup, the 2020, this the tandem between her and A'ja Wilson, a young lady who played with her in college. Now she played for, I think, the Aces, Las Vegas Aces. 2022 Olympic gold medal. Dawn Staley and A'ja Wilson, those 2 women rock. And let me tell you something about Dawn Staley, y'all. No matter your goals in life. Good morning, Reginald Simpson. No matter your goals in life. Y'all hear me on this one. Dawn Staley's story is inspiring. In spring of 1992, she was crushed after the 3rd consecutive Final Four loss at Virginia and not making the Olympic team. They cut her. Her pro career future was clouded by uncertainty. Nevertheless, she persisted. Gotta go read this story on ESPN. It's talking about how she got cut from the Olympic team. Just a whole lot of stuff. I mean, I got a few things of it. Man, shout out to that woman. Beautiful a woman. I mean, she's 22 years old, fresh out of college, and on the verge of what should have been the peak years of her basketball career, ladies and gentlemen. Did y'all hear what Kevin Freeman just said? Kevin Freeman, I know this is your midday sports happy hour, but man, lay off that whatever you're drinking. He said, do the coaches in the Olympic Games get medals? Yes, they do. Wow. lay off that sauce, boss. Um, but instead of preparing y'all to play for in the 2092 Barcelona Olympics, the 5'6" point guard was endlessly refolding clothes, working at a Philadelphia department store. The Olympics could have eased the sting of losing the 3 consecutive Final Four appearances, but Staley didn't make the USA team. And with the WNBA still 5 years from launching, the 2-time NCAA Player of the Year was at an unfamiliar crossroads if she wanted to make a living playing professional basketball. Y'all got to read that story, man. They told her she was too short. Then they told her she ain't got no international experience. I mean, just so many stuff is the coaches don't. Okay, all right. I didn't know that. I'm glad. Stand to be corrected. I got to check on that one. Dawn Staley, the next NBA coach, hopefully. I don't know. But I just shout out. But before I go anywhere, y'all, I got to share something with you. I want to introduce a young man I've been known. I don't know. It's around. I know it's 20-something years. Worked with me at PSP. He was at the Hall of Fame with me, and he. Then I just thought it was a great time to just bring all the guys that helped build that dynasty that we had and should still have in the sports management field. You remember I mentioned his name yesterday. I told you the 2 guys who started the firm, McCall and Kevin Poston. Then came Robert Hatter. Then Dwight Thomas. Then Jeff Knox. And then we brought in Steve Brown and so these the guys that don't get the headlines and but these are the guys that help build this company and help mold the lives of I told y'all yesterday, a couple of days ago, I didn't realize it. See, when you're making history, Ed Russell, you don't realize what's going on. You ain't thinking about it. When I went inside the Hall of Fame, the museum, Rick Brown, and I looked at all of those busts up on the wall, and then it wasn't but 356 of those people on the planet Earth ever walked the earth are in this hall, and 3 of them happen to be represented by us. And I didn't think about that. Somebody tell me the percentages of it. I don't know. But let me tell y'all something, man. I don't take that for granted. To be in the lives of Orlando Pace, to be in the lives of Ty Law, to be in the lives of thank you, Kevin Freeman, to be in the lives of Charles Woodson. But this guy here was with me in this journey. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce. We're gonna get it. We're gonna talk about his experiences at the Pro Football Hall of Fame this weekend. We had a great time. Check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Dwight Thomas. First time to the Chop Shop. What's up, my brother? How you doing, sir?
Robert Hatter, how you doing? The better question is, how are you doing?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It'll catch up. It'll catch up. Your sound is a little bit behind, but that's all right. I tell you what you do.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I
Is
can
that
hear
fine?
you. We can hear you, but your latency is not fast enough. Do me a favor. Go back out and come right back in. Just go out, click out, and come right back in. Just click out and come on back in. Yeah.
Okay.
I click you out and I come back in. Y'all, we're gonna bring him back in because I want to share that with y'all. Some people now during the sound check, it was great. And now when it come on, because you gotta understand, some people okay, here we go. He back already. It don't work. Okay, let me see. Let me add him. Hold on, got you, Dwight. Okay, let me see. You about to come in now, Dwight. You should come in. Hold up. Oh, I got you. All right. should come in. Keep hitting this button if it don't come. Oh, there we go. What's up? Talk now, Dwight.
Mr. Robert Hatter, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Hey,
Doing
don't
okay?
worry about it. We hear you. It's just you're just sounding like when your voice, and nothing you can do about it. It's just you got to catch up with the stream. What happened is, if you remember the old Chinese movies, I saw a Bruce Lee movie the other day, and Bruce Lee yeah. So that's how it's looking. But I just want to tell what's going on, man. Tell us about your experience. I mean, tell our relationship. I mean, it goes back, forever. But man, I'm just proud to be able to have a platform to bring you on and bring all of it. Carl and Kevin has been on already, so I'm gonna bring the other guys on later. Tell me what you think about being in the sports agent business when it wasn't popular when we were in it. We were the first few blacks in it. And tell me, I mean, the floor is yours. We're in the barbershop just talking. What's going on, man?
Well, thanks for having me, first of all, and being under your wings when I first got into business. You was the man up here, and I was the way down here, and
No.
it's almost like getting in the business. It's almost like getting in a pool of water. There's no book to teach you how to swim. You can read books, you can get in the water, you can still drown. So, we basically got into business with a little piece of paper. We didn't know exactly what we were doing or how to do it. But we had a vision, and we had a good core group of guys, and we all looked up to you and everything, and you would feed me some crumbs. You wouldn't give me the whole meal, but you feed me a little crumbs. So I took all of those little crumbs that you gave me, all the knowledge.
Hold on, Dwight. A smart man. I taught you all you know, but I wasn't gonna teach you all I know. But keep going.
Right. So I had to call you quite often.
Oh
just
my
to get
God! You know what though? You know what I love about you? Hey, this guy here, he had his notepad out. And we are the note-takingest guys in the world because we process so much information, and we got to get it right the first time. When we go in a parents' house, y'all, it's nothing like going in a parents' house that parents really ain't met you. The son has met you, but the parents really don't know you that much. And it's always you know what? Dwight, over my period, 30 years in this business, it's always the daddy. If it's the mom, listen, if the mama making the decision, Robert Hatter wins 99.9.9.9% of the time. But them pappies, oh my God, bless their heart. Because them pappies have another agenda. See, the mamas want you to look out for their son. Some of them daddies want you to look out for them. So I just threw that out there. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen y'all. Listen, I'm just going on this 30 years of experience. Y'all might have not experienced this, but 30 years of experiences. See, but come on, Dwight, keep on talking. I'm sorry.
Well, it's like, speaking of the parents, I've always felt that you got to have a relationship with everybody. You almost, it's like baseball. You got to cover third base, second base, first base, home plate. That's gonna be the mama, the daddy, the homeboy, the high school coach, the girlfriend, the wannabe girl. Everybody feel that they gonna make this final decision when it comes to a player deciding on, if it start out of high school, what college he's going to, and then of course what agency he's going to sign with. It is a tough, very competitive, snake in the grass type business. I mean,
why you call it snake in the grass? Wait a minute. Have you ever did some? Have you ever did something you ain't told me about? Huh?
Hey, I saw some snakes out there.
Okay, we know.
Yeah. You always, because they land in the grass deep, and they don't see, you don't see them until all of a sudden they bite you. So,
right.
I think we, as a company, is that we were honest. You may not like what we had to say, but we were honest.
Brutally.
And we were here to look out for our people.
Right.
You got some agencies, they'll never attend your church. They'll never come to your neighborhood. They won't go to your barbershop. but they'll come in the hood with a quick pass, get you out the hood, and then they'll never come back. They'll never come back until the next one. You know, your real estate agent, he may not look like you. Okay. You know, and you go buy a house for your parents, hopefully, and yourself. You know, your dentist, your financial planner, your marketer, all these different businesses. Even if you go buy a vehicle, you want someone that look like us, because it is a lot of money going around. We just share it in the community. That's something we don't do as a race. We don't share with ourselves first, and that's what we need to do.
Dwight, I'm glad you brought that up, because Terrell Buckley, you wasn't with us then when we had Terrell Buckley.
Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
When we went and got him, actually, in the beginning.
No. I got Raptor, yeah.
Yeah, when we got him in the beginning, I'll never forget, he came and visit, and he was watching everything we were doing. I'm thinking he just coming to visit and hang out. But when he left, he said, man, your daughter's doctor was black. Your dentist was black. You took me to This Is It. That's a black place when we went to eat. He said, and I said, let me tell you something. My daughter's doctor was one of the best. My dentist, I feel, was one. He just happened to be black, but he was the best. This Is It back then was the best restaurant. It was. But it was the best restaurant. I like 13. I like 13 now. James Harden owned that restaurant. So what he did, he said something key, Dwight. I don't know if I've never told you. He said, I know I'm going to make money. Right? I know I'm going to make money. I just want to make sure the people that make money with me, if I sign with, they not going and putting white sheets over their head at night, late at night. You got to realize this kid from Mississippi, Pascagoula, Mississippi. He said, that young man, that's the first ever client. That's our first ever client. When he told me he was responsible and instrumental of me getting Penny, because Penny loved him.
Did he? He really did.
Penny loved him. And then, hold up, when we get Ty Law, Ty was instrumental in getting what? Charles Woodson. So it's just,
it's relationships.
Relationships are so important in this thing. But Dwight, finish. It just finished. I just wanted to add that to
it. Speaking of that, it's like we only get one shot. We only get one shot. Right. And if our impression is not the best, then we're not getting that athlete. Now, there are other agencies that will come in and just tell you to sign, and you're signed. Maybe because your coach is also represented by that same agent. Okay, there's a lot of coaches that have agent. Every coach has an agent. Okay, but a lot of these coaches have the same agent. And you can go down the list, whether the SEC, the Big 12, the Big 10, a lot of these head coaches have the same agency. So, of course, the head coach can the agent can go see the head coach and walk in his office and sit around like me and you talking, and guess who walking in? The number one pick. Now they built a relationship. But let us try that. So we had to do the old-fashioned way.
It was hard.
We had to recruit. We had to recruit. Now, for me, myself, when you go to the green room, like you had me in the green room today. When you go in the green room, that's the top athletes that's going to be invited for the draft. I just happen to be there 13 times. So that's hard work. And everybody is different. It's not, as you say, it's not the same sauce. Okay. It's like our company was built like a tailor-made suit. No one else can wear this suit but you. If we make it for you, it's going to fit you and you only. So,
Dwight, what did it change? Dwight, you might have your opinions. I knew a lot of stuff because we was big in basketball and football. Y'all, we were one of the unique firms that represented top basketball players, Penny Hardaway, Robert Horry, Rashard Lewis, Michael Redd, and football, Charles Woodson. We was one of the first firm that ever crossed that barrier. but we was black. So guess what? A lot of people were taking shots at us, and they were using black people to do it. I mean, coming at our clients. I never forget when they wrote in a thing that said we negotiated Penny's deal
In the jail.
from a jail just because I went to the jailhouse to meet Penny's best friend. I had to go to meet him. But you know, your own record, when you sign in there, they're gonna know you've been in the jail. But this is how the media. If y'all understand why I don't too much like the media as much, and now I'm a part of it a little bit. But it's just certain things. We had a guy. What is his name? Bless his heart, Gene Upshaw. Rest in peace. He was in a black. He was a black Players Association president, but he had alliances with the white agents.
Yeah.
Tom Condon. True. So guess what? Let's say you're a parent. You call the Players Association. Said, look here, I want to know about PSP. I want to know about this for Carmen. Your boss and told you, don't say nothing positive about them guys. And the boss happened to be Gene Upshaw, who was a brother. That's why I told you, everybody your skin folk ain't your kinfolk. Everybody your color ain't your kind. Right? So it's so it was a unique thing, but the white, where did it turn? I remember when David Stern came and changed the salary cap, I mean the rookie deal, the rookie scale, that hurt us a lot. Because what we did then, y'all, we stopped going after basketball players a whole lot. Because what? We had to wait 4 years to get paid for them. Because guess what? Everybody did their first 4 years free. They did their first 4 years deal free. So guess what? We just concentrated on football. But there's several guys, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, all of those guys I had action at, but we said, no, we ain't going to go get them because it's going to take us 4 years to get paid. I didn't realize these guys were going to be Hall of Fame. Well, I knew they was going to be good, but I didn't make that decision. That decision came above me. Because I wanted to go get at that. I wanted to go get on them. But so it's just stuff like that, man. And then other people start getting the market share. Because whatever you leave, if you leave that carcass over there, somebody else going to come and eat it.
Yeah.
And we left all of that over there on the plate. And then we could have been in the LeBron sweepstakes. We could have been in all of these pots. These got the Chris Pauls. Well, I had action at Chris Paul with Juan Davis now. So it's just, man, let me tell y'all something, man. It's just certain things. That's why I was talking about in business yesterday, Dwight. I don't know if you saw the show. I was just talking about anytime you're in business, leadership is important. Leadership is important, but finish your story, Dwight.
Yeah, leadership is important. This business, it is, when we got in and was being successful, we were still getting knocked down by coaches, the media. There were times when families wanted us to meet with them, but the head coach of that player might say, nah, you can't meet with them. You can't meet with them. It was tough where other agency, especially the white agents, they could just walk right on in and meet with a player and almost sign him the same day within 10, 15 minutes. And, I remember a story where I guess an uncle told me that this white agent came in and asked the player, what kind of car you want? Then they asked the mother, what kind of car do you want? And she told him, and he told him. He said, "Good, just sign the papers right here, and you got that car." He walked out, and he had a client. They lasted 5 minutes.
Yeah,
they lasted 5 minutes.
I never forget going to North Carolina. I ain't gonna call his name because he's still playing a little bit.
Yeah. That's the story I was telling about North Carolina.
Go.
Go ahead, you tell it.
No. I'm talking about the time I went to the guy's room. He said, "Robert, I already like you, man. I'm gonna sign with you. I got all I want to know. You didn't come in here with that briefcase." I said, "What briefcase?"
Oh,
he said, "The briefcase with the money in it." I said, "Oh hell no!" I promise y'all, I thought I was being set up. Man, I got out of that place. I got out of that place so fast. Man, North Carolina is a scary, scary school to recruit. You never know who going in. And this was a football player. Y'all never know who coming at these guys. This dude told me, Hatter, I like you. I'm about to sign with you. But guess what? Where that briefcase with that bread in it? I said, oh my goodness. Oh my, I thought I was being set up really. I got the hell out.
They have their hands out and they're taking money from some of everybody. Mm-hmm. They got their hand out. They're taking money from some of everybody. They think that that's the way to be recruited. I call it modern day slavery. They're being sold to agencies. They're being sold. They're being bought and sold. I could tell you stories where, you know, you're talking about the dad. It's going to cost you $2,000 to meet with my son. $2,000. But when you look at it, like you say, business, well, if I don't have to fly up there and recruit this kid, $2,000 might be a great deal, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, he told like 20 agents that.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And guess what? We didn't pay. But the player never showed up.
Yeah.
That was $40,000 or however amount of money he got in his pocket. The player never showed up.
Right.
But some agents pay it.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we never did that. You know, we didn't go out and try to.
Dwight, tell me the story about Big Sofa. Hold up. He said he went to meet another agent before us.
Oh, he said
they talked about us so damn bad. He couldn't wait to get signed with us.
Yeah, he said his presentation, and speaking of Damon Jones, he's going to be selected to his College Hall of Fame, University of Southern Illinois, coming up in October. Okay.
Wow.
So anyway, Damon Jones told us, the football player Damon Jones, not the 3 points.
No, yeah.
Damon Jones, we call him Big Sofa. Well, and he said when he went to a certain agent,
don't call his name.
The agent, all he talked about was us in a negative way. In a negative way. He said he was so glad to get out of there. When he came to see us, he said, I'm signing with y'all because the last agent told me not to, and I'm just going to go ahead and sign. I mean,
it's crazy. It's crazy.
We changed a lot of guys' lives for the positive, and we try to change more. I mean, you know, some guys don't listen. You know, they listen to who they want to listen to.
Right.
But we knew that if you made a penny, then maybe we made a half a cent. So every bit of money that you made, that's why our contracts were like our contracts were probably the best contracts ever.
Yeah.
I mean, we could go with, and you know, there's what they call a sliding scale on the NFL contracts.
Right.
And for example, so what we always wanted to do, we didn't care about other athletes. We just cared about fair market value for our player.
Yeah.
Now, let's take example. You mentioned Terrell Buckley, and I don't have his contract in front of me. But I think that year that he came out,
I got it in my head, but keep telling.
Okay. It was the best contract of that year. It was voted as the best contract.
And he was the fourth player picked and got more money than two guys ahead of him.
Above him.
That's the first time. And what we doing, what you trying to say, usually it's slots in this thing. And we always, just by happenstance, defeat the sliding system. And the reason we do, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't go there, Dwight, saying he made this much, I want this. We just said, if you want this player, this how much he worth. And and guess what? And it just happened to be more than dudes 2 or 3 slots ahead of him. And we kept doing it. Even Penny. You remember we did Penny. Penny was Chris Webber was the number 1. What's his boy name? Sean Bradley was number 2. And Penny was number 3. Penny got $30 million more than Sean Bradley. He was number 2. Yeah. And I never forget Grant Hill mom talking about, who is these guys? And call us. But what else you got? I'm sorry, Dwight.
Well, you can take Orlando Pace.
Yes.
Now,
But he was number
remember,
one though.
yeah, okay, but so they went back the previous year,
Uh-huh.
which was Keyshawn Johnson.
Mm.
Keyshawn Johnson was a skilled receiver that went number one.
Mm-hmm.
He got $15 million.
Mm-hmm.
The next year, Orlando Pace goes number one.
Mm-hmm.
St. Louis offered us $15 million plus 100,000. And we said no. Now, of course, they was calling us holdout artists.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
That's the only leverage that a player has, is to hold out. If you want something today, you got to hold out until you get it.
Hold up, Dwight. Hold up, Dwight. Hold up, Dwight.
Let me just finish this
point.
Go.
Okay.
We took that 15,100,000, held out till we got what we wanted, and we turned that 15 million into 29 million.
Right. Great. Now, I'm glad you said that. But in the newspaper in St. Louis,
oh yeah,
they printed a caricature of Carl and Kevin with a fence, a picket fence. Had us looking like a picket fence holding a fence in front of Orlando, like that we wouldn't let nobody get to the client. I mean, this the kind of stuff that has been going on for years. This Black history, y'all. But we can go there all day long. But Dwight, I want to share. Tell them your experience. Tell them about this special experience in this particular Hall of Fame, because you was there. But I saw somewhere I was there, y'all. I want to share some with y'all. And share the show right now, because what we talking about now, this Black history. And I know, people think they know the story, but they don't know nothing. People always running their mouth. But you got two guys who lived this, right? But Dwight, I saw something the other day. I was filming. I was going live, Dwight, and taking the Chop Shop throughout the Hall of Fame. I went live. So as I was coming live, David Baker walked out. Okay? David Baker, the big guy that come and knock on your door and said whether or not you make the Hall of Fame. He came out, Dwight. Everybody just bum rushed him. I let him go on by his business. But guess what happened? He stopped. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how we have to be. All the attention was on him. But another young man walked up, and David Baker acknowledged this young man. I want to show y'all, it don't hurt you acknowledging another person. It ain't gonna stop your shine. Check this out.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Great organization. Great organization.
By the way, the world champion.
That's right. Tom Brady's boss.
TB12.
That's Tom Brady's boss, y'all. Wow. See that? It's crazy. It's crazy. Hey. What I wanted to show y'all, look at Dwight. People were surrounding him, talking about him. He stopped and shined a light on somebody else. Let me repeat that. Let me repeat that. Because I know we have a problem doing that, Mark Edwards, in our community. We rather tear this guy down. That's just them. That's just them over there. Oh, that's just Status Moody over there. That's just Corey Henners. He's just a college coach. Somebody called me last night and said, man, thank you for acknowledging those two high school coaches that you acknowledged on the show the other day. Coach Woods and Coach. Listen. This man had all the attention. David Baker. All of us on him. And Dwight, he stopped everybody and said, this is the president of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He's going to be one of the best executives in it. And start talking about this guy. What if, y'all, on Women Rock Wednesday, what if every last one of us start talking each other up?
Right.
What if every one of y'all said, hey, my friends, y'all got to watch this Chop Shop. Let's subscribe to it right now. Instead of, ain't nobody but Robin and Jimmy. They ain't.
And a special guest today.
Yeah, and Dwight.
Yeah.
Dwight.
You're so right, Bob. You're so right, Robert. You are so right. Now, you know, everybody that's listening, the Hall of Fame weekend should be on your bucket list if you love sports and the NFL. If you love football, you should visit. If you have sons that love football, you should take them. Now, you could go to the Hall of Fame any weekend and go to the museum. They got the Black College Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That's
yes.
yeah, that's in that building. You can see all the busts, all the heads. You can go anytime, but the weekend when players are inducted, it is one special weekend that you will enjoy. It is so much to do. Now, this is my third year going. Like you say, Robert, this is our third player.
Yeah.
Orlando Pace went number 1, the pancake guy from Ohio State. Ty Law, Go Blue, University of Michigan.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the best damn cornerback ever, Charles Woodson, went in this week. That's right. I said it. I'll say it again. Best damn cornerback ever. And for all you listeners out there, I know you want to say something. When you put out your spreadsheet and you start chopping off this and chopping off that and talking, this corner did this corner did this, I'm going to leave you with one thing. Who won the Heisman? Out of all your corners that you think are better than him, who won the Heisman? So,
Dwight, can I hold up, Dwight? I got to answer something with you. Dwight, I got to answer. He's one of one. You know how they said it. I get these shoes, they're one of one. I get this jacket, it's one of one.
There you go, one of one.
He's one of one, ladies and gentlemen. He's the only defensive player to ever win the Heisman Trophy. The Heisman Trophy is usually reserved for the quarterback or the running back. And guess who he beat out that year, ladies and gentlemen? I know Dwight knows. Peyton Manning and Randy Moss. Two of the most prolific offensive machines known to man.
So, I was standing next to Archie Manning when it was announced.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't like. Yeah. So listen to me, man. He's one of one.
Yeah.
But Dwight, they might say, well, Robert, but Dwight, that's not fair. That was in college. We talk about pro.
That's why he's in the Hall of Fame. That's why he's in the Hall of Fame. First ballot. Look at the spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Look at the numbers. He won a college championship and a Super Bowl.
That's right. He got a college. Oh, that's right. Didn't he have a rose in his mouth?
At the Rose Bowl. That's when he won the college championship.
Yeah. I'm messing with people.
Championship. Yeah. And we could go on and on and on. We had another one I think is top 5, which is Ty Law, 3 Super Bowl rings. But this is the history of our company. And back to the Hall of Fame, it is a must that you do. I mean, next year, maybe Andre Johnson will be inducted.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's like,
yes.
If you love sports, go to the Hall of Fame. I'm not getting paid to say that, but it's enjoy. I mean, we did. I don't know what all you did. We finally ran into each other a couple of times.
Yeah. We don't have time. I mean,
it's so much going on. I went to the parade, which started at 8
I didn't go to the parade. I got that late. I got that late.
Yeah,
I got it.
Of course, we went to the museum. We watched the football game that on Thursday night. You got the.
So you was there for a long time. I flew in and got my butt out of there.
You got that private jet. You can come in when you want to. Because I saw you. They clear the skies for you. They clear the skies for you. Okay, that's why you was talking politics.
I told them I was on United, man. You messing up the secret. But
it was only a 7-seater.
But man, hey, what's so crazy though? You know what? I wanted to share this with you. You know who impressed me? Edgerrin James.
Ooh, his
He
speech.
he impressed me. See, Dwight, you didn't come the night before. He had a party, Dwight, a event.
No, I didn't.
Soon as I got off that
Mhm.
plane, I went to his man. First class, man. You got to understand when you think of Edgerrin James, the Braves, and the man had a party. I mean, an event. You look like it would have been Tom Brady's event.
Okay.
Peyton Manning, everybody was there. And I mean, I sit there and said, wow. Then Charles go top that and had an event at a country club overlooking a golf course. And we out there messing around and doing toasts. And guess what happened, y'all? The sprinkler system came on and got all over my suit. So, but
you were sharp
it's just, what'd you say?
You were sharp.
No, not that night. Not that night. Hey, they messed me around. But man, it's just but Dwight, it was just anything else you want to share with my people, man. I've been wanting to bring you on the show. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get Jeff on the show. I'm gonna get the other guys on the show because the things
Everybody got a story. Yeah, I mean, 25 plus years, you can't say it in 25 minutes.
Right.
It's not time. I mean, we could talk about
like that.
Our experience. It's nothing in a book, but it's something that we lived. I mean, I got all kinds of stories that I could tell about players, how to recruit them,
right,
and the things that they see. That's the part that you don't see on sports, the ESPNs or sports talk radio. You don't see
something
behind.
Give them this, the chop shop. Give them something. We chop it up on here. Give them something, Dwight.
Well, like I say, we talked about the Damon Jones a situation.
Give them some more. Give them another scenario.
There's a player where, in fact, let me tell you something. I ran into Mr. Kellen Winslow Sr. Okay, and we talked. We talked about the recruiting of his son. Charles Woodson was just about to come on, and Kellen Winslow Jr., and I'm praying for him every day, called. But I was already headed out to see Wood. But Kellen Winslow Sr., told me one time, stay away from my son. Told Kellen, stay away from him. And I did, because he said it. And nobody thought we was going to get Kellen, which went number 6. What had happened was at the Senior Bowl, Kellen Winslow hadn't signed with nobody. At the Senior Bowl in Mobile, Kellen Winslow Sr. came up to me and said, what are you doing? I think the date was like March 28th, right before the draft. I'm looking at my calendar. I don't know. He said, come to Miami. You have an interview. Stunned me. I said, an interview? He said, yes. He said, the reason why I told you to stay away from my son, you did. You got an interview. So we went down there, knocked the socks off him. We represent Kellen Winslow. So we got all kinds of stories. Charles Rogers, bless his soul, rest in peace. He went number 2. Now you want to talk about contracts? Carson Palmer went number 1. Charles Rogers went number 2. The great Andre Johnson went number 3. So Carlson, you got the number 1, number 2, and the number 3 pick. Well, we used to tell people, if you don't let us do your contract, then follow our contract. At least follow. So I think, if I'm not mistaken.
And guess why we told them to follow it?
Because
it's going everybody to get some money.
Everybody get paid. So Carson Palmer signed for, I think, $50 million. And the number 3 pick signed for, I think, 40, in the 40s. Okay. 48, 49, I'm not for sure the exact numbers. So, of course, everybody's saying, and you listeners will probably think, okay, Charles Rogers going to get somewhere, according to the sliding system, between 50 and 40. Well, Charles Rogers got $54 million. We blew the number 1 out the water again. And the thing that the contract, if nothing else, athletes and parents should at least want to talk to us because we gonna get you paid. If nothing else, we gonna get you paid. And if that's what's most important to you, doing a contract and see you in 4 years, we gonna get you paid. Because there's a lot of agency would do the contract and see you in 4 years and don't you won't see them again until the contract time. Yeah. So we could go on and on about stories, families. I just have so many that I could,
tell me this. What would you tell the young men growing up today? Because this is a new generation, man.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna tell you that the young men now, because especially now that you have the right to try to earn a little extra money off the field, whether it's signing endorsements, marketing, building your brand, and trust me, everybody's not gonna have a brand like Lil Penny. Okay, everybody's just not gonna have that. What you have, I'm gonna be honest. Robert Hatter, Dwight Thomas. If you want to know something about this business, reach out to us. And I'm gonna tell you, and that's no charge. That's free. Like we talking. I could tell some parents and some kids today to look out for these punches because they're coming. There's so many kids that, man, you prepared me for it. You told me this was gonna happen. I can tell you what just about is gonna happen. Soon as you walk on a college campus, they already got somebody for you. Every coach would tell you, when the time is right, we'll have somebody. We'll have somebody for you. Yeah. But as you say, knowledge is power. We're giving out free knowledge. This is something we know. This is something we did. This is something we experienced. Now, was everything right? No. We got knocked down a lot, but we kept going. We had a bunch of no's. There's so many athletes say no, 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 no. Yes. But if you accept that first no, it's almost like young men, you see this girl walking around on campus, you go up to her, she don't know you, she gonna tell you no. But you keep coming. You keep coming. You got to keep coming. You got to have a plan. You got to have some knowledge, some experience. And that's what we have here to offer. A lot of young men, parents too. If you want to know something about this business, you may not know that the shoes that you are wearing, especially for basketball players, is running the business. Nike, Adidas, they running the business. So if you're on a Nike AAU team, guess what? You're gonna probably go to a Nike college, Under Armour, whatever it is, shoes. That logo is running this business. So you got to have somebody prepared to not just sign with this company because this company, you might like the swoosh, you might like the H, you might like, I don't know what, you might like the stripes on Adidas. But what's best for you as far as add a couple more zeros on there and I'll like it even more. I'll love it then. So you need people with experience. And, I would tell everybody, hey, reach out to Mr. Hatter.
Dwight, and this is so funny that you're saying it. Herb Baker about it, he said, "What's up, man?" He said, "I was coaching a kid that you had a relationship with and didn't know that he was my partner. He didn't know you and I were partners." Because me and Dwight, when we go work. We ain't out there trying to be, that people don't know. Because, we have to duplicate ourselves. We can't be the same guy. So, But when people used to see us coming, they used to say, there they go.
Yeah, they used to say, one guy told us one day we walked in and he just like, I might as well just leave now because I'm not going to get this play because look who just walked in. PFP just walked in. So, we've had free agents, undrafted free agents, every round, Canadian, European type of players. But some athletes would say, I'm not big enough for y'all.
Yes.
You're not big enough for us.
Yes.
You guys only want first rounders.
Somebody yes, yo.
Yeah.
Sensei, just do me a favor. Hold up. Sensei, do me a favor. Just chopshophtx@gmail. Send your information there, and then I'll reach out to you. But I've been doing this, y'all, since I've been on this show, Dwight. I didn't know you was gonna go there. I didn't even know you was going to even think about. But y'all, I'm in a position now that I'm just trying to give back. Y'all got to think about this community helped raise my son. My son has benefited from y'all in this community. And he's off taking care. So guess what? Now I got to help the rest of the community. I want to see some more Robert Hatters. I ain't got no more sons. So when I'm on this show talking about this stuff and trying, and see, I learned that I just can't talk to you. That's why I got a group of guys that I'm grooming. See, people ask me, well, because my son, y'all know, hey, think about this, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all something. My son didn't just want to go to Ivy League school. I groomed him into thinking that was going to be his decision. I'm going to repeat that. Parents, I groomed him just to show him the advantages of it. I didn't say, man, you got to go here. You need to go there. There's a 40-year. No. I said, hey, you want to go to Memphis? You want to go to my school? I said, this is what they got. I said, you want to go to Florida Atlantic? Do you want to go to Northeastern? I said, look here. So I just grew. I said, let me tell you something. Barack Obama went here. I told y'all, Barack Obama was a great influence in my household. Because my son wore glasses and he said, people think I'm a nerd. Because I'm in all AP classes. I said, don't worry about that, player. I say, it's cool to be smart now. Look at Barack. Barack came around, 2008? My son was coming through. I said, it's cool to be the nerd now. Now he think he cute. Now he think, he think he cute. But
and one other thing.
Come on.
One other thing that you did for your son. With these AAU teams that you had relationships, you allowed your son to practice with the big boys and get knocked around, get his shot blocked at 5, 6, 7 years old, and end up with a scholarship playing basketball. So it's who you surround that village. It's who you surround that kid with. And I'd like to give a shout out that just sent me something over here. You told me how to do all this. Ronnie Jackson out of Fort Worth.
No, you good. You good?
Yeah. How you doing, Ronnie? I see you tuned in out of Fort Worth, Texas.
That's good.
Shout guy that goes all the way back to the Sag Nasty days. What's up, Jay? Yeah. So
you from the same place that Draymond Green from? Saginaw.
Draymond Green's from the same place that I'm from. Yeah.
Man, get the hell out of here. Okay, come on.
Stevie Wonder, Serena Williams. I mean, I could continue to name some of the great players that come out of there.
Okay, I'm gonna meet you in a minute, but keep going.
Okay, but I know somebody just put on there. We need a part 2 on this because it's so interesting, and that's why
we're bringing back.
Yeah. But this business. I mean, I could tell you story after story after story after story. I told a guy. He told me, I don't want to mention his name. He was about to play Alabama. And I told him, I said, well, coach over there got some little orange cone that's going to they don't even need to stop you. They just going to be up there. But he realized that I was getting him ready for that game. I was getting him ready for that game. It's all about, don't tell a player all the time. In fact, the player told me, I asked him who he was. He told me. I act like I didn't know him. I said, you ain't. And then he finally told me. He kept telling me, you don't know me? I said, yeah, I said, you ain't crap.
Right.
He said he wanted to jump on me. But he said nobody in his life never told him that.
Wow.
That he wasn't nothing.
Guess who? Shannon just popped on the screen. Shannon Holmes.
What's up there, Shannon? Mr. Holmes?
Yeah.
So it's players like that say, because their ambiance, the people around these athletes, all they tell them is how great you are. How great you are. Man, you the best. You the best. You a beast. You ain't made a dime. No, you're not. Put on a gold jacket. Okay. Get you a gold jacket. No. You know what? But the thing that we had to have, we never had a scouting experience, but we had to be scouts. We had to know what the NFL and NBA wanted.
Yeah.
Right now, just like the tailor told you the other day, you're 46 long.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
he's a
Hey, hold
tailor.
up, y'all. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. I'm glad you're here. Hold up. Everybody was surprised that I wasn't dressed up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Everybody said,
Yeah.
"What the? How is Robert at this event?" But it was
But
extended.
it was casual that day mostly during
Yeah.
the day because it's hot outside.
Yeah, hot
Short
as hell
sleeve.
outside. But the guy, he's a tailor. He looked at me and said, he just looked at me and said, that guy he was a 46 long. I said, oh my, you a pro. See, now parallel to that, when I be walking in the gym, y'all, I know what I see. I don't have to see a guy go up and down the court but 1 or 2 times.
Mhm.
I don't have to do it. I got a doctorate. Listen, 30 years in this business, I got a doctorate and about 12 PhDs in this thing. So it's just, I don't get to, let me tell you something. I get excited about your kids because you're excited about your kids, but I always gonna just be brutally honest with you. If I think he's a pro and he got a chance, if I ever say that attached to your son's name, he got a chance. Because guess what? Guess what? Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that tape and take it to a pro. I got several guys on speed dial. All I got to do is say, man, what you think about this kid? So
Yeah, because it's times where John Gruden, one day I was talking to John Gruden at the Senior Bowl.
Yeah.
And he said, you got any more Charles Woodsons?
Mm.
You got any more Ty Laws?
Mm.
He was like, you guys, I know y'all got some players. So who do you got?
Yeah.
You guys know players. Because at first, I've always thought that if a guy played college, I look at it like this. Let me tell you this. A lot of kids start playing Pee Wee football Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
Okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
They couldn't wait to Friday Night Lights.
Okay.
The band, the fans out there.
Uh-huh.
Those guys that play Friday night was hoping someday to get a scholarship to play on Saturdays.
Right.
Now, I used to tell young men, kids, I'm only looking for Sunday players. So if you don't make it on Sunday, you done played every day of the week but Sunday. That means you got to go to work on Monday. So I tell kids, what day do you want to go to work on? Because I got some openings for Sunday.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
I like
But
that.
if you got to go to work on Monday, get your education on Saturday so you can go to work on Monday because you're not playing on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The NBA, you can go in your neighborhood. And I used to tell kids, how many kids in your neighborhood play basketball? And you can make a number of them. How many kids in the city of Houston that play basketball?
Mm-hmm.
Big number. How many kids in every city play basketball? It's only 30, 32 that goes every year that's got guaranteed contracts. And half of those are international players. Mm-hmm. What makes you think you 1 of 15? And that's who's making it. 1 of 15, making it every year. Mm-hmm. So you hey man, you got to be blessed.
Hold up, the summer league right now full of guys who Herb Baker. I love Herb Baker said they're gonna be doing something. Herb Baker, what did you tell me when you texted me? You said they're gonna be doing something. He says they're gonna be. Hold up, y'all. I got it. Herb, I'm been telling on you. You sent this to me. He said, hold up. He said,
son is a
gangster. I already know. He said they're gonna be playing in South Siberia some damn well. This time next month. He said they're gonna be playing in South Siberia sometime next month. But hey, y'all, it was great seeing you, Dwight. Dwight, we're gonna have a part 2 of this. We're gonna have a part 2 of this because Jimmy about to come on in a minute. But man,
Mr. Hicks.
No, that's all right. But thank you so much, man. But hey, man, I'm proud of you, man. I'm glad to be able to call you. It's about 30 years, a colleague, a guy that's just been there for me and my family. And man, I just thank you. And guess what? I'm gonna schedule it when something happens. We're gonna bring you back. Okay? That's
okay. Yeah, we're gonna talk some more. And thank you for having me. Tell Mr. Hicks thanks for allowing me to have a few minutes of your precious time.
All right.
Back to the Hall of Fame.
All right.
Next
all right, baby. I'll tell you later. Okay.
Right.
Wow, man. That's my man. Hey, y'all, that's what this stuff is about, man. Relationships, 30-year relationships with these guys. And, had a special run in sports. Special run. And it's amazing, man. It's just, and I'm glad to hear it from somebody else. And sometimes I know y'all sit up here and say, well, this Robert Hatter guy. No, it was real. It was real. And about to bring Chris Walker up, he shedding his curtains in the background. I mean, look at him. I can't wait. Y'all, he sent me a text this morning, right? I'm just waiting on him to sit back down. He sent me a text this morning. Matter of fact, let me take a break. Then I'm going to come back and talk about Chris Walker. Let's take a quick break. Okay, Chop Shop, we'll be back in a minute.
The Cox Pradia Law Firm. Big city, big town, big settlement. Your fight is our fight. Need legal advice? You know who to call. Personal injury, wrongful death, car accidents, premise liability, serious injuries. 1-800-HURT-NOW.
But let me bring you in. Hold on. That's all right. I got you in. You all right? You all right? What's up, Doc?
What's the deal, baby?
How you doing, man?
Can you hear me? My sound good?
Hey, Dwight gonna be a hard act to follow now.
Is that Dwight Thomas, Olympian Dwight Thomas?
No, that ain't that.
From U of H? Is that Dwight Thomas, the basketball player from U of H?
No.
Who is that?
No.
Who is he?
That's Dwight Thomas from PSP. That's who that was. That's who that was, Doc. He that dude. Chris, let me lighten you up, because you's a little.
I'm in the hotel room, man.
I got you, baby. I got you, Chris. Hey, that's why they pay me all this big money over here to light you up. Hold on, let me see.
Places that you like to hang out with, Hatter. You got Freightman already chopping me up. They love to go at my neck when I come on the chop shop.
Hey,
about
man.
So
what's going on, man? Talk to me before I get into. I got a few topics for us. I know you got.
No. What you need to do. I'm in Vegas right now at the NBA Summer League. And we can talk about all that stuff because, Anyway, show them, put on the screen what I sent you today. I sent it for a reason. Hey, it's Women Rock Wednesday, right?
Yeah, it's Women Rock Wednesday.
You see what Becky Hammond said, right?
What'd she say? Oh, I like what she said. One thing. She said people would find a reason.
Based on my merit.
Huh?
She said, hire me based on merit. That's what she said. Hire me based on merit. Don't do that. You're trying to be put. Oh, see, you gonna get. See, there you go.
You said married. What she done?
I'm not. It's Women Rock Wednesday, Hatter.
I know, but what did she do if she gonna talk like that? I did like one thing she said. She said something real key. She said people gonna find a way. They gonna either find a reason to not hire you, or they gonna find a reason to hire you. She said that's how she felt about it. Let me put this little mess on the screen that you wanna see.
Hey, I just want to give an update. Ricky asked my mom. My mom doing great, man. She got out of surgery. Awesome. Calling me at 5 a.m. God is good. But I do want to say one thing before we talk about this. Good friend of ours, friend of the Chop Shop. I know he probably not going to say anything. His mom died this morning. Was Alan Branch.
No.
Yeah, prayers go out to him, man. The Chop Shop. I don't want to call that breaking news, but I just got off with him. He consoled me through my mom's situation, and I just got off the phone. That's what took me so long to get back on, Hatter, because when we were talking about me coming on, Alan called me, and we had just talked about it this morning, man.
And
right?
he
talked
moved
about it
up there to Dallas, Chris, to be close and take care of his mom. He left Houston and moved up there.
Yes, he did. And
unbelievable. So he got he got a chance to spend a lot of time with her.
Bro, like I'm talking about older lady, just smart, used to be a teacher.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story. She told me something a long time ago. When I had just been named the head coach at Texas Tech, right? And because I only met her that one time, the head coach at Texas Tech. And Branch brought me over and says, that's Chris Walker. He's a new head coach at Texas Tech. She said, in Lubbock? And he said, yeah. She said they let a black man be the head coach. I swear to God, she said they let a black man be the head coach of Texas Tech in Lubbock, because I don't know if people understand, still to this day, when you fly into Lubbock, the airport at Lubbock, it's a cotton field on both sides. Soon as you fly in and you take that long drive out of that airport, you're driving between a cotton field.
Right.
That's why I never threw the players in the daytime. I always bought the players at night. Because if you're a black kid, that would shock you like crazy to see a cotton field. Think about it, a cotton field. You're a black kid flying to West Texas and you see a cotton field. She said, they let you be the head coach? For real? She couldn't believe it. She could not believe that they let a black man be the head coach of Lubbock. How about that stuff?
And Chris
That's
Walker, my Lubbock story, I told people I'd never go back. I flew in, and it was at night, so I didn't get a chance to see. I know it was some dark on the right and some dark on the left. I didn't know what it was, so I pulled straight up to the budget rental car. I'll never forget it. I'm in there, me and my partner in there. We're the only two black dudes in there, grown-ass men, and the lady was asking about where who car is that? He said, in them boys' car. That's them boys' car. I looked around. I said, ain't no boys in here, boss. I wanted to say, what you talking about, old wrinkled up ass dude? I promise you, I almost went there. Let me tell you something. That I just got off the plane, my first time there. And that was my experience when I got off the plane. I'll never forget it. And somebody tell me, well, you need to go up there with me. I don't want to go up there with you. I see how they really are. That happened to me, and I'll never forget it. Nobody can ever erase it. That's what he said. That's them boys' car. Right there. He was behind the counter. He worked there. I said, oh, my God. So, but that's all. But that's my Lubbock story. But what's going on, Chris? You wanted me to put something on the screen. I put it on the screen.
Put it back.
Y'all, let me tell you something. He always got an angle. Y'all watch this. Watch this mess. Now, what you want us to see?
Do me a favor and blow it up just a little bit more so we can have a real intelligent conversation.
Hold on. Right.
I know Kim. Is it Kim Jackson? Who the Laker fan over here? I know.
Yeah, Kim.
So we can't see everything. Yeah, there you go. Bring up rap. We see them all.
Okay, let me get this date.
We missing some at the bottom.
That's it right there. That's right there. You ought to be able to see all of that, Chris. Shit.
That's everybody. Okay. So why is that? So somebody, my boy Ryan Hollins from my little compadre from CBS, he put that up on Twitter the other day when everybody was saying, man, the Lakers are too old. The Lakers are too old. They got a bunch of old men. Look at that thing right there. That looks real familiar. You want me to go through it for you?
This is not the oldest roster in NBA history, though. The Lakers are.
Can I finish? Ron Harper with them broke knees, 34. Your favorite Jordan-aire, the Jordan guy, the shoe dude, 34. Steve Kerr, which they don't have underlined because he makes big shots too, 32. Scottie Pippen, 32. Rodman, 35. Bill Winnington played a little bit, right? 34. Come on, dog. Who coached 29? My point is, I'm arguing with my brother. He calls me from the barbershop, and they talking that nonsense. And guess what I did? I sent him this, right? And guess what? Guess what he did? Same thing you do, Hatter, when I give you the ounce, the truth, and nothing but the truth. You change the narrative. That's what you do. You change the narrative.
All I said was the difference in this team and that gold garbage ass team out there in LA right now. They got that number. They got Michael Jordan on the team. That's the difference. They got Michael Jordan, Chris. Michael Jordan is on this team. Michael Jordan is not on. Excuse me. Michael Jordan don't play for the LA Lakers. Cliff Paul.
Listen, Thaddeus, I don't always go against Chicago. You talking about arguably the number one player ever to play. We'll say he's number 2. You can't give him no love. Come on, bro. They got 5 Hall of Famers. They're gonna have 5 Hall of Famers at one time. That's what the Lakers gonna have playing at one time. And here's what you're saying.
5 has been Hall of Famers.
So LeBron has been. You're right. LeBron has been.
Nope, not him.
So dress shoes, dress clothes is a has been.
Yep. No.
Dress clothes is a has been.
I don't know, man.
Street clothes is a has been. I'm sorry, street clothes, not dress clothes. Anthony Davis is not a has been. You telling me that Russell Westbrook, who's averaged a triple
Oh,
double,
I love him. I love him. I love him.
Okay, but let me keep going.
Him and James. Him and Goat James.
What about Carmelo? What about Carmelo? So let me tell you what just
He
happened.
ain't been nothing since Lala left him.
Let me tell you what just happened. Lala ain't left him. Don't get it twisted. She ain't leaving that bread. Let me just tell you something what just happened. Think about this. I want people to think about this. Last year, the Lakers, before Street Clothes and LeBron got hurt, were the favorites to come out of the West. Okay? The favorites. They had Kyle Kuzma, Alex Caruso, Boomer Room, talk to me now. Let's talk about it. Plug and play. Alex Caruso, Kyle Kuzma, Lil Ugly, right? And they had, who's the other guy they had? And KCP. Can't Stop Smoking. Can't Stop Smoking P. That's his name, okay? That's 4 dudes that they had. Now, who do they have now, Hatter? They got Melo. They got Westbrook. They got Bazemore. They got Ellington, who all 4 shoot 40% from 3. And they got Dwight Howard back. So you're telling me, and they got rid of which 5 would you rather have? When LeBron went out the game and AD wasn't there, they had a G League team. Kyle Kuzma, Alex Caruso, who is Dellavedova. That's the new Dellavedova. Because he's gonna be out the league. I mean, he'll be in the league forever, but that's the new Dellavedova. So you telling me the Lakers didn't get better? Think about what you're saying. You look like my brother when I was talking to him at Cutting Up. The Lakers didn't get better.
I didn't say nothing about. You call with the narrative. All I said was one thing. I had one phrase. They don't have Michael Jordan on their team, and
They got
don't.
LBJ. What are you talking about?
LB who?
The dude was listen.
A
he was
dude
an
that called
MVP
him
finalist.
his own self a king.
No, that's not true. What are you talking about?
He is
didn't
the
call
ain't
himself
nobody
a king.
called him no damn king. He called himself King James. I'm the king. The
did he lie?
self-proclaimed. What kind of human
my
being
bad.
call himself a king?
Chuck, I appreciate it, Chuck. And they got Kendrick Nunn.
And Taylor Horton Tucker. They just gave some
So
money.
they brought him back. He ain't gonna play it off.
They still gonna get their head toe clean off the rack when they come messing with my nephew and them up there. Let them come to the East. That's all I can say. Let them do what they want in the East. When they come to the East, that easy money sniper and that James Harden and who else? And that Kyrie Irving. Hey, let me tell you something. You can have all them has-beens.
You gotta has-beens. What has Kyrie Irving ever done in his career?
The media did not call him no king, Chris Charles. No, sir.
Yes, the media
Chris
did.
Charles.
Yes,
the media ain't called his ass that. The media laugh at his ass every day about that. But what?
No, the media don't. No, the media don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, the media don't laugh at him.
Yeah, they do.
He laughing right back at him getting a check.
Oh, I ain't getting a check. Oh, look, I ain't never said he ain't getting no check.
Hatter, but why you hate? Listen, man, just because they're older. Here's the thing I'm laughing about. So you telling me Trae Young and De'Aaron Fox and the Jalen Greens and all them dudes, they can beat the Lakers with those guys?
Chris, you're not listening.
Mikal Bridges and Booth and dude, they just turned into a real super team, bro.
As my little niece said, you're not listening. There go Jimmy. Jimmy, he not listening. Hey, when you say something about them Lakers, the Geritol drinking Lakers, they let me what they call them? The geriatric what they say AARP Lakers. Jimmy, hold on, Jimmy. Let me get you.
I can't even read these comments in the Boom Boom Room.
Jimmy, I got something for you, Jimmy.
Really?
Jimmy, I want you to see the mess he texted me.
Really, Jeremy Davis?
Jimmy,
go
this the mess he texted me this morning. Wanted me to put it up on the screen. Talking about how old the Jordan them was. You see how sick he is? He go back 100 years and go telling me how old Jordan. We know they won the championship. These
TC, look at that team. Look how old that team is, TC.
They had Jordan. The problem with your team, Chris Walker, you don't have Jordan. You got street clothes.
Can I say something? On paper, LeBron James is the best player ever to play basketball. On paper. Emotionally,
Jim.
you're tied to Jordan. I get it.
Watch this, Jimmy.
Emotionally.
Jimmy, watch this, Jimmy. Watch this right quick.
Exactly. Don't come back on the rest of the show. You did the best thing you could ever do.
Jimmy, I see him, but he can't see me. Oh yeah, he can. He can see me. Hey, man, come on, man. Come on, man.
Hey man, listen. All you guys, I love Michael Jordan, man. I cried because I couldn't get the red, white, and black ones because they were sold out. I had to wear the all white, the gray ones, the one that no one ever wore, and plus him. So because they sold out so quick, it was phenomenal. But I'm saying today, I told you the other day, Hatter. I don't know if Jimmy was on. Yeah, Jimmy was on. I told you guys, the NBA has 107 international players. Luka Doncic just signed the highest contract for a guy his age, and the last 3 MVPs have gone to international players. The league is better than it was when Jordan was here. Period. And I think in the same way the league was better when Jordan was there than Wilt Chamberlain was there.
I heard the league was watered down now.
But who said that? Because
You
what,
just-
international guys? I never
That's
said
what
it
they
was
tell
watered
me. The league is watered down.
Who is that?
You got
Who is
LeBron.
that? Who
Hold
is
up.
that?
You got a guy named LeBron James. He go try to stack. Get what you just said. We got a super team now. Jimmy, you wasn't on. Jimmy, this is how he did it, Jimmy. We got a super team now.
I know you said they're geriatric. That's what
They
you said.
are. They the
Bro,
AARP.
Bro, you just put it on the screen. The Bulls were AARP.
But they had Michael Jordan.
And we got, bro, you tripping. You really disrespecting LeBron, man. I've never seen a guy so disrespected. He wins a championship. They pick to win it again. They get hurt. Everybody dodging them in the playoffs. It's LeBron and street clothes. It's the Hootie and the Blowfish. It's LeBron and street clothes and the Blowfish. We got rid of all the Blowfish. Now we got some damn sharks. And we got some real people in there now.
Hey, Jimmy, I'm just putting him on the whole screen because he ain't going to let you say nothing. I'm just putting him. Keep on
Jimmy
talking.
don't need to say nothing. I'm gonna see Jimmy in a few minutes. I'm gonna hear Jimmy all weekend long. I don't need to hear Jimmy right now.
Hey, man.
TC, what's good?
Hey, man, hold on. I'm about to put you back in, Jimmy. This dude here, man. I don't know what to say about this dude right here. What's up, Jimbo?
Man. Hey, man. Oh, man, nothing much, man. It's NBA talk, of course, what it is right now. Shout out to everybody out there on the Chop Shop on this Women Rock Wins. Shout out to all the ladies out there as well. I see you, Sonia Billingsley. I see you out there. And let's get right into some NBA talk, of course. Once again, I give props to the NBA scheduling. I've said it the other day, and I say it again. You know, me being I take, I'm real heavy-hearted when it comes to scheduling. They are hitting it out the park on the time and some of these matchups. Last night you got Cade Cunningham and Jalen Green. They back it up tonight. You got Suggs and Mobley today going at it.
So this is our first look at Mobley.
Backdoor.
This is our first look at Mobley. It's the first time I think he done played.
No, second time.
He played against Jalen Green the first game.
What'd he do?
He did good.
Wait a minute, what did he do?
He did well.
14 and 6, something like that. Did okay.
Jalen Green stole the thunder because the Rockets won, and he had like 23 the first game. So that was the storyline. But Mobley did not disappoint. Now the thing was they exploited that foreigner, that the international player that the Rockets drafted. What's his name? The white cat.
Seguin.
No, he's nice.
He's nice.
He's just not explosive.
Say his name, Chris.
Seguin.
Shagun. I thought it was Shagun.
Shagun. Okay.
Shagun.
Okay. Well, Shagun had 15 and 15, and many of those points was against Mobley. So understand, he's a rookie as well. But still, he's a little bit older and probably.
In his defense,
it's a caveat to that.
Yes, tell him, Chris.
Played in Turkey with his 13 former pros, and he was the player of the year.
2 years in a row.
They do.
2 years in a row.
Hey, man.
He didn't play in the Pac-12. He ain't playing the Pac-12. That dude played
So that
against
was,
grown men.
but understand though, he got picked at what number? What number did he get picked at? What?
The 20s, 23, 24.
10 to
That's what
20.
Rockets at.
So in his mind, it could have been personal saying, because if he would have got picked at where Mobley got picked, that might be a difference of about $20 million.
No, not that much.
So,
No.
not that, I mean, over the
I
contract.
don't know where he
I'm
got
talking about.
picked at. He probably at the
It's
end
like
of the first.
23, 24.
Oh yeah,
23,
that's a lot. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of
Not 20
money.
million, though. Is it 20 million?
It's a
lot.
lot
Over the
of
3
money.
years?
I don't just.
Over-
Oh, okay. You
I'm
talking
not
about
gonna say the
overtime.
wrong
Somebody-
thing because I'm not looking at it.
Yeah.
Somebody looked that up in
They
the boom
say it
boom
was
room. Y'all look
16.
it up.
He was 16. They say.
How could
Oh,
be
he was 16,
16?
so right outside the
Yeah, he
lottery.
got picked
Oh, you know
before
what?
the other guy. He got picked before. The 26th pick was what's his name? Josh
That
Christopher.
was Josh
But the Rockets
Christopher
had
was a
back-to-back
26.
picks, didn't they?
I know they had two.
So
They had
three in the first
16.
round.
They got a trade from somebody else. That's what they got. It was off a trade.
Yeah.
That's how they got it. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Did he go
And-
12 for 16? God damn. Wait a
He did
minute.
not go 12. 12's a lottery pick. He was not.
No,
a
man. He
lottery
didn't
Rockets
go no
didn't have-
damn lottery. He went 16. Jeremy Davis,
Yeah,
don't write
but-
nothing else on the screen.
But
Come on.
Jeremy,
You know what?
Tell Jeremy
I
to
like-
polish his Jordans up. That's all he know how to do.
You know what?
What,
What, man? Speaking before we get to talking in the summer league stuff, a lot of people. This is what I'm, and as the Chop Shop viewers, you guys in the Boom Boom Room, one thing I like about it, especially when it comes to sports, to core sports, you guys are very, 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 very knowledgeable. And the thing is, I want you to really take a look at some of these guys and watch where they end up playing at in next month.
Oh.
G-League.
And you're gonna see just how talented the G League is. People don't realize just how talented the G League is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of people think like it's a misnomer, just throw it out there. It's a reason that the NBA decided to not feed Jalen Green and that Ignite team to the regular G League guys as part of the division. They played with a couple of those teams, and if I'm not mistaken, they didn't play
They
the
weren't
whole
set to
full
play
of
a whole
hockey, right?
schedule anyway, Jimmy, like that with them guys. They would, but in pandemic hurt a lot of it because they could have played more.
Yeah, but the plan was to just kind of guide them through the rigors and not expose them, but to put them in a situation where they can get exposure. And that's a big difference. And it hit a home run because they had two of those guys picked and went in the
Jalen
lottery.
Green and Kuminga, what is that? They don't care.
Kuminga.
They act like they don't care. They saying, man, I'm finna bust your ass if you guard me. That's how they playing, Chris. I'm watching them. I'm watching him. You know, I know that like Cade, he's methodical and Cade is a great player. But that dude, that Jalen Green said, hey man, me and all this curly hair, we finna give it. Oh, you gonna have a 48 minutes of hell tonight. That's how.
And speaking of summer league, Chris, I tossed one of you. Got another topic, and of course, thanks for Ivan Pettit for bringing this up. And that is, you got guys like, think about it. You got Michael Beasley,
Yeah.
Emmanuel Mudiay,
Kenneth
Faried.
Yeah.
They're all on the team with the Blazers. Normally, the summer league was for your young players that was vying for spot. These are veterans, so to speak. Veterans mean 4 years plus in the NBA, and now still trying to scratch the surface and get back on a roster.
So
and I
what
saw
does
for
that
the
tell
Rockets.
you, Jimmy? What does that tell you, though, Jimmy? What does that tell you?
We're
We're talking about the geriatric Lakers. What does that tell you?
Well,
takes
one
experience
is
to win.
guys trying to get the
Oh, yes, I agree with that.
Who about to get it back?
They're trying to get the bag. They're trying to get paid.
But I mean,
No,
they're trying
he's
to get
saying
back
it takes
there.
experience to win.
Yeah, that's not why Portland would put him on the summer league team.
Now,
I agree with that.
the Rockets, you know what I noticed last night? I did not know the boy from Virginia that played for Boo Williams, who played for the Mavericks a couple years ago. He's with the Rockets summer league. I didn't realize they had got him.
Not the what's
Anderson.
Yeah, the big muscle bound
What's the first
dude.
name? Yeah, he worked the NBA Top 100 camp for a couple of years.
I
What's his
forgot his
name?
first
What's you guys help me out
Anderson.
there in the Boomer Room?
I don't know his first
What's
name.
his first name? He
I
played for
forgot.
Virginia. He's from Virginia. He played for Boo Williams.
Yeah, I remember. I know his name too.
And
It just
he's with the Rockets. With
it
the
ain't popping
Rockets
up in my
Summer League.
head, man. Oh my God, I know him.
I didn't see him on the
Y'all
roster.
help me out on
Hey,
that.
hey, Jimmy, let me warn y'all. It's a lot of thunder and lightning over here. I don't know about. So if we, it's a lot of thunder and lightning. So it's crazy. But keep going. But Chris, you found it yet? I forgot his name.
No,
Anderson.
I didn't realize they had they added him.
Justin Anderson, Chris.
Justin,
Oh yeah, Justin.
Justin
Yeah.
Anderson.
Thank you, Pete. Thank you,
Talking about the
Pete.
light skinned
Thank
kid,
you, Pete.
Justin.
Yeah,
They
light
must have
skin.
added him because I didn't see him on the box score yesterday.
Dude, he's rugged. He's rugged, and just a matter of time. He played for about 3 teams already in the NBA, maybe 4. He just been bouncing around in the opportunity, but he's rugged.
And he
as
played
hell.
for the Rockets.
Yes, he played last night. They had him.
That's a
He
good
guarded
thing.
Cade Cunningham.
Hold up. Now that's the guy to stay in this damn league and quit bouncing around. He better take on the role that PJ Tucker took in the league, and but he think he can score. But he need to take all that body. He need to take on that role. Wait a minute. What Kendrick Perkins told Moses Moody, how you gonna get off that bench and play with Golden State Warriors? He said, man, they got some bad dudes. He said, just be a star in your role, young man. Whatever the coaches tell your little butt to do, you do it and do it the best you can. He said, be a star in your role, and that's what I think Justin Anderson need to do.
Dude,
Chris.
let me tell you something I'd never seen before. It's Justin Anderson, kid from Virginia. I didn't realize that's who that was.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the box score from the Rockets game.
Right.
I always tell people, look at box scores, not necessarily summer league, more so summer league, but look at box scores during the year. And when you want to talk about college basketball or high school, you understand, you get a clear idea of how to value who gets on the floor, and how many minutes people actually play. Who plays double-digit minutes? That's all I always focus on. How many guys play double-digit minutes? Because as we always say, that's not the way they wrote it up, or that's not the way they anticipated things are going to happen. The guy goes out there and warms up. He thinks he's going to play the game, right, Jimmy? He don't know he's not going to play 10 minutes. If you tell him before the game, bless you, he's going to play less than 10 minutes, he's not going to be happy, right? In this particular game, right, only 3 guys played double-digit minutes after the starter. So 8 guys played double-digit minutes. In a pro
on both teams. On both teams.
I'm looking at the Rockets. So I didn't look at
I'm just saying,
No, you're absolutely right. In a pro game, in a summer league, where it don't count, 3 guys play double-digit minutes, right? So let me break this down for you real quick. First of all, John Petty Jr., who's from Alabama, didn't play. Talking about the first game. I'm getting somewhere. Isaiah Livers from Michigan. Everybody hyped him up. I don't know if he's back from injury. DNP.
That's right.
Okay. Now, I don't know if this is the case or not. Isaiah Stewart. Everybody know who Isaiah Stewart is. Now, maybe he's not there or not. From Washington. McDonald's All-American from Buffalo. DNP. Maybe they play some other people. I don't know. Here's the one that's funny. I got 2 last points. Chris Smith. Is that Chris Smith for UCLA? Is that the C. Smith? Because if that is, I'm trying to figure out, because we're talking about, why would a dude, and I know who represents him, I'm not going to bring his name up, why would a dude leave college with a bad leg? Because when you sit there and listen, you got, oh man, the scouts say this about him, the scouts say that about him. I'm like, bruh, you tore your ACL, you never scored over 10 points a game. What the hell? What the hell? I see you fire about Isaiah Stewart, but he's terrible. But what I'm saying is, you go to Justin Anderson, and guess what they say, right? Kenyon Martin Jr. forward, Jalen Green shooting guard, Josh Christopher shooting guard, Kyrell Thomas shooting guard, Tate, because that's Jason Tate's brother, Lamb, Justin Anderson. Guess what they got about Justin Anderson's name, Chichi? I've never seen this in basketball.
What?
ATH.
In basketball?
I've never seen it. ATH athlete. I ain't never seen that.
ATH.
Your terrible ass. That's what they say.
You know what? I like him. I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna make you earn your spot. He's that type of rugged dude. You're gonna earn your spot on the team while you beat him out.
I've never seen that, Chris.
I've never seen that. You know how they start making them designations for the quarterbacks? They say they'd like to run, right? What do they call him? Dual threat. No, he's a quarterback. What do you mean? He's either a quarterback or he's not a quarterback. But he's a dual threat quarterback. So what do you say about the guy that's not, quote unquote, the athlete that runs? Is he dual threat too? Or is
Dude,
he,
you know I'm gonna call Chris. You know I'm gonna make a phone call. I'm gonna say, when did you watch? I know who did that. Ain't no black folks put that term on that like that.
I was like, athlete?
Ain't no black
that's not a
person put that on that metric on there. Cause that's a part of their algorithm right there. Ain't no black person that did that. I'm just telling you that now. But keep going.
I'm just saying I've never seen the word athlete. ATH next to a basketball kid. I mean, have you, Jimmy? Jimmy, maybe that's something you got to start, Jimmy, when you're doing your rankings. Say he's an athlete.
Well, you know,
he's just an athlete.
Well,
Jimmy don't
you know
care.
what though?
Get a spot.
No, but you know, but indirectly, you know, you got a point. But indirectly, I kind of do something similar because I always try to push the narrative that about positions are overrated for and for the most part when it comes to basketball, because not many positions except for point guard, and you can that's going to transfer up. Athletes is going to transfer up before you saying you're a shooting guard. That means you're a shooting guard, and I come see you, and you can't hit a shot. You're 30% from behind the arc, but you're claiming shooting guard status. That's going to be short-lived. You say you are a center. I mean, you're saying you're a swing, you're face up 4, but you go outside and you face up, you can't put it on the floor, get around anybody. You can't create. You can't pass, you can't go and make the pass into the post. Okay, well, that means you're not a face up 4. You can't guard a face up 4. You damn sure ain't a face up 4. So then you next guy, what, man, you know what? He's 6'10", Chris. You know what? He's a point guard. That's the biggest, that's the most you hear, the one you hear all the time. Then you go out there and you see the kid, and it ain't nowhere close to that. So many people, we talked about it just yesterday on the Chop Shop. Just yesterday, Keontae George was the example I used. A year ago, many people were fitting Keontae George into a point guard peg. Guess what? Me, you, and Hatter can play the point guard any day of the week if ain't nobody putting a full court press on our ass. So Keontae George is much better suited. He makes plays. He can make shots. He has a good rhythm. He's a good rhythm shooter. He's athletic. He's a shooting guard. Nobody disputed it. Now he's number 2 in the country. See what I'm saying? Now, if you've been trying to prove to everybody he's a point guard, now you're going to get him judged with a different set of eyeballs, with a different set of lenses. That's the thing. Be careful how you're advertising these young people out there. Because at the end of the day, you mentioned PJ Tucker a while ago. We talked about this a year ago when he was with the Rockets. PJ Tucker played what position for the Rockets? The 4.
I don't know.
The 4.
They
and
small
sometimes
ball.
the 5. For the Houston Rockets, he played the 4 and the 5. When he was coming out of high school back in 2003 out of North Carolina, and you try to tell PJ, they wasn't pushing he was no 4 or 5. They were saying PJ Tucker was a 2 and a 3. That's how the game was going. Guess what? Who gives a hoot right now? He's getting a good bag, and he's a world champion.
The game has changed because of guys like Draymond Green. The question is, and again, they won before Durant got there. It's what you surrounded them with, because what people don't do anymore, right? You know what they don't do anymore? They don't throw the ball in the post. So what you got the big dude? Think about what happened in the NBA Finals with Giannis and the big fella from Phoenix. And everybody's giving, a lot of people are praising Monty Williams. But I was watching some of them talk shows that had it on like yesterday, and they were chopping Monty Williams up, saying, why didn't he build a wall? And his strategy was, hey, man, let Giannis get everything he wants, and we'll stop the other guys. You just couldn't stop the other guys. But I'm telling you right now, Herb Ladie, Herb, you know Herb, you one of those guys, Herb. It's a chop shop. We got to call Herb out. And Herb's son is a Jaden Ladie, everybody know, is one of those kids that was a big kid that could handle the rock, that could play on the perimeter. He was one of those guys. He gets to Herb. I hope you don't mind me talking about it, but he gets to Ohio State, and what do they want to do? Stick him in the post. He gets to TCU, and what do they want to do? Stick him in the post. He is the question, though, Jimmy. And Herb, you don't have to answer this. His son's at San Diego State. I think it was a great choice. If Herb, and I'm not Herb, I'm not chopping you. I'm just saying this. Let's say Herb sent his kid to, I don't know, UT Arlington, where they say he can be the point guard and do everything he wanted to do. You feel me, Hatter? We're going to let you bring it up. We're going to let you shoot it 30 times from 3. Would Herb have made the same decision to still go to the other places that he went to, knowing what he knows now? Right, Jimmy? Because that's the question. The way if you want them to see you a certain way, you got to go to the place that's going to let you be viewed that way. Because college coaches, they're not going to let you walk in there and tell them how you're going to play. They're not. You think they having 13 different meetings? Well, Mr. Hatter, how does Robert want to play and how does he feel comfortable? Well, he only likes doing this. Okay, cool. Mr. Hicks, you're next. Meeting's next with you. How do you want your son to play? Okay, we're going to do that. Mr. Such and such, they don't do that. You got to send them somewhere where, you know what? Hatter's son shoot a bunch of threes. Guess what you better do, Hatter? You better send them somewhere they shoot a bunch of threes. Hey, man, your son an athlete. I know dude is a funny dude out there in Arkansas, but you better send him somewhere where they press, where they run up and down, and they can play all crazy and make turnovers. That's what you got to do. You got to look at how these dudes play, man. You send your son to Kentucky if you want to. He better be a dude. He better be a dude because that dude they going to play for, he got so much pressure on him. You got to be a dude, or guess what? You will lose every time because they're not going to blame John Calipari, right or wrong. Or think about this, what happened with Jaylen Brown and Duke, Jalen Johnson and Duke. Now, this is where the system gets crazy. I wish I had that thing. I sent it to Jimmy. We was at the NBA PA camp, Jimmy. I said, yo, do you know how many games that Jalen Johnson played in high school, Hatter?
Very few.
Less than 50.
Yes.
In 4 years and transferred four
times.
years.
Yeah.
You hear me, Jimmy?
Right.
Every year he played at a different high school. Goes to Duke, a place that's supposed to take the Sterling guys, the guys that have the great, the Grant Hills and this and that. There's the guys that they're taking. Goes to Duke and think that I'm going to play for the guy who's the Olympic coach. He coached Kobe. He coached LeBron. And he started looking at his situation like, hey, man, hold on, man. Nah, man. I'm going to be a lottery pick, man. Messing with you, I'm not doing this. I don't care who you are. So Coach K is like, listen, man. Shire, you can have this. I'm done with these dudes, man. I'm done with this, man. This right, Jimmy? This is a new era. Like these dudes coming and talking about Twitter followers and name, image, and likeness, because you know what it means? Hey, Coach K, you're not in control anymore. You're not in control anymore. And guess what? Guess where they're not in control either? In the NBA. It's a players' league. It's filtering over to college. Agree or disagree, Jimmy? That's what's about to happen. I'm telling you.
Well, I think it's a combination of a few things. You mentioned Coach K and Duke, and you have to think about this. Duke survived before in yesteryear. That would be an accusation against Duke, and it would automatically get swept up, right? And remember, you had the one guy first. You had the Chris Duhon situation. That was an expose on the front page of the New Orleans newspaper during the Final Four. He survived that. Then you had the young man that went to New York and bought the jury, right? A couple of years back, the Duke player, right? And told a story. He not bought the jury. Yeah, bought the jury and swept under the rug. Several other stories. Then the fire got a little bit too close with this Zion stuff. I think the Zion stuff, the fire got a little bit too close.
They had it. They had it.
And they needed some real help. Some real help to make that go away. They had to call all points bulletin to make that Zion stuff go away.
They had to call a fixer, Olivia Pope.
And so at that point, and you notice at that point, Coach K like, oh man, you know what? It's like being in a game. I ain't used a street analogy in a month, so it's time for one. It's like being in a game. You on the block. Big Pookie, guess what? Big Pookie is stopped by the laws. They don't bring the dog out. He's dirty as I don't know what. The trunk loaded with the work. They don't search the car. So Big Pookie leaves. He even goes to church Sunday. He said, man, you know what? Now, next thing you know, Big Pookie, guess what? They got a search warrant for the wrong house. Big Pookie, they go next door, kick the door in. Big Pookie survives again. You know what happens now? Big Pookie got to make a damn decision. You know what? Either you're gonna move your ass away, you're gonna move your trap house to somewhere else, or you gonna not ride with that work no more. You're gonna do something different. Coach K said, I'm laying this shit down. I'm not finna play with this right here. It's two guys are going to jail now. That's
plus
a matter of time.
Guys. His legacy would be forever damaged. You know, forever damaged. It don't even matter what he did before that. Everybody gonna remember the car wreck. Man, but he did this. Man, he did that. Yeah, man. But so what'll happen is if they catch him one time, they'll assume it happened 1,000 times. Because that's what they do. So and he just got away. Man, you think that's the first time he ever did that? You know what I'm saying? Like, so at some point, you got to just be like, yo, man, this game has passed me by. I need to move up. You know what? It's like the rap game, right? I listen to some of these old rappers, right? And then I know how to like the older rappers, you know, the guys, you know, the conscious message rappers. And then you see these little babies and all these little dudes coming around. Man, it's different. But you go listen to like Rakim, you like, yo, man, that dude can spit. But you listen to these little dudes, they got talent too. But ain't nobody gonna listen to Rakim no more. These little dudes, it's just a different thing right now. With these kids that are coming out with Twitter and Snapchat and Instagram, it's different. Dude, when you go somewhere, people don't even exchange numbers no more. They say, DM me. What's your Instagram? Don't ask for your phone number. Don't ask for your phone number. Hey, what the gram? What's your gram? I'm like, bruh, what's your phone number, bruh?
Yeah.
I'm like, the gram, because you know what they doing? They trying to size up if they want to deal with you or not. That's what they're doing. They sizing you up because somebody who really want to get with you.
If you got enough imprint on social media, if your following is good enough to where they want to deal with you.
Exactly. It ain't got nothing to do with anything else. That's why I don't even ask for, hey man, listen, I don't do Instagram, bro. If we're going to do business, what's your phone number? Well, on the gram? No, I don't do social media, homie. So if that's cool. If you do, you make money, great, good for you. No, I'm not doing it. Another point about the NIL. I'm not going to say the kid's name. I was talking to a kid this morning. The NIL, man, I'm telling you, everybody ain't making money. How do you right? Everybody not making money, man. It's not what they think. All them kids thought when they got name, image, and likeness that all of a sudden that they were going to be printing money. That's what they thought. And guess what's happening? These companies are using those kids to promote their brands. And the kids, well, we'll give you such and such percent based on how much we get out of it. But you already pirating their IP, which is their brand. The kids are not allowed to use their the school's likeness, right? Attach themselves to the school. Like, that's why you got to have followers and stuff. But everybody know who everybody is. You know what I'm saying? If you got followers, you know who it is. But I'm saying it's not what people think. So all these dudes running around at these little mid-majors, oh, man. Like that Masterpiece stuff, there's no way that's real. It's no way that's real, man. That's clickbait. Like, don't believe that this dude's getting that type of money to go to to Tennessee State. Get the hell out of here.
We talked about it. We talked about it the other day, Chris. We touched on it. I mean, it's creative. It's creative financing.
Exactly.
And
it's called washing the money, Jimmy. It's called washing the money. That's what it's called.
Creative. You know, i.e. And I mean, and guess what though? I still give credit where it's due, because for P to be part of something so creative, you're basically giving your son. Now, some people, another group is mixing some money up in there with the brand, but you're basically serving, and you'll find a way to basically paying your son, and you're basically giving a trust to him, and you're gonna be part of the payments to him, but he's got a $2 million deal on paper. But no, what's one of these? That's like, Chris, you are part of a fraternity. You pledged to one of those fraternities that at Garden of Open and bark like dogs in the middle of the street and stuff, and so if somebody, there's two ways you become part of that fraternity. two common ways. One is you pledge and you go online. You do it while you're actively in college. Then the other way is you do it when you're after you've finished college and you go back, but you don't have to go on campus, and you do it that way. The person who does it the other way, are they looked upon as the same with the same embracement as that one who, huh?
No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I'm trying to figure out how you're tying it into Master P, because and what he
Well,
did
because
for his son.
Master P's son has an endorsement, but he ain't getting it the same
Oh, I see what
way.
you're saying. Right. His dad's tricking. His
It
dad's
ain't
tricking
the
the game.
same
But
type
I
of.
would say but Jim, it's like fake offers to me though. It's like fake offers. It's the same way. Like, bruh, you know good and damn well that your son ain't good enough to go to that school. Somebody doing a favor. You can always tell when somebody doing somebody a favor. That's what that thing is, and it's trying to, and that's why Jimmy the offer police, because what Jimmy's saying is it disrupts the apple cart. I'm telling you, when you get a dude getting fake offers, it makes it hard on everybody behind it because they think that's reality when it's actually Disneyland. It's like, bro, and then all of a sudden the parents start ruffling and just trickle down is, well, how did that happen? And then all of a sudden they start jumping on the AAU coaches. You're not doing your job. How did Jimmy Hitch's son get that offer? My son's better than him. He scores more points. It drives everybody crazy, and it's not even real. Right, Jimmy? It's not even real.
Not even real. Not even real. I mean, and it happens, and we asking, it's almost like if you're so like for every fake offer, and we didn't slid into this category in this territory again, because ironically, there was a person that received a fake offer. And they called Big Doug Jones, and Big Doug posted on the website in the VIP news of RCS Sports this morning. And it just so happened, out the blue sky, the head coach from the school happened to call me today and was letting me know he has a camp coming up. And, is there any kind of, kind of clever way to get the camp, get the word out? Not going to say the name of the school, not going to say the name of the young man. But however, I was like, man, congratulations, coach. I see you put the offer out there for Daddy. You got to go and close that deal now. When you gonna close the deal? He's like, close the deal on who? I say the kid name. He say, what you mean? What happened? I say, Doug Jones put it on the website this morning that you offered him. That he has an offer. He says, Jimmy, I've never seen nor talked to this young man in my life. I've never seen, this is the head coach talking to me this morning. And I say, well, coach, it's not mean he's not good enough. I say, but I just thought you offered. I'm like, way to go. Not a bad call for that particular school. And then so I go and I let Doug, hey, Doug, where did you get that from? He said, man, I got it from the parent. And I believe. I say, well, Doug, you got to vet that. He said, well, I feel that's the league. That's the level he can go at. I say, still, Doug, vet it. Or you put it out there. Because this is the thing. People are doing it and they feel like they got to do it. And a lot of times, a lot of these coaches, they're sick and tired of becoming the bait. You're using them as bait to try to get a school, and you really can't play it there, barely can scratch the surface at the level that you're using for bait.
But here's a shame for part of it, Jimmy, is that the coaches aren't allowed to comment, because all this would be taken care of if a coach can get on Twitter like, we have not offered him. They're not allowed to comment, which I don't understand. It's the dumbest rule in the world that a coach can't comment until a kid signs with them. Why? We got social media. We got all kind of stuff, for God's sake. Why is a coach precluded from making a comment? If a kid goes out and says something crazy about your school, why can't a coach respond? Right? But you know who can respond? If a kid who goes to school says something crazy, a professor can respond. A president can respond. Why can't a coach respond when a kid puts a fake offer out there? Now, Hatter, what's going on in Memphis right now?
What you mean?
Because I was in the bullpen last night. Man, Hatter, your wallet lighter right now or something? What y'all been doing over there, man? Y'all doing some? How's your wallet?
Jimmy, what you said a minute ago, Jimmy? Creative what, Jimmy? Jimmy, what you say over there, Jimmy? Jimmy, what you say
Finance.
earlier? Shit. Hey,
Is
guess
your wallet
what?
a little lighter?
All I can tell you, stay tuned.
So what I'm saying is, it's got to be an NIL thing. It's got to be, or they just want to go play for.
Why
Penny.
could it just be relationships?
With who? Penny not from Philly,
He say with who?
or is it Tariq? What's his name? That played for Memphis.
Hey, Penny is hold up. Penny is a
Imani
national,
Bates.
is a world figure. Guess who is?
Imani
Hold up.
Bates,
Guess who
Jalen
coached in
Durant.
Philly? Larry Brown.
I understand. I'm just saying.
Hey man, quit hate, man. Hey, that's not Texas Tech. Ain't no cotton
Hold on,
fields
man.
when we get off the plane.
Well, hold on, man. I'm just saying we still waiting on Memphis to make the tournament under Penny. So let's stop.
That's
there.
all right.
Let's
That's
slow
all
down.
right.
We
I know
waiting
you.
on that. That hadn't
I,
happened yet.
hey, I know. I told y'all you black coaches are the ones that you black coaches are the ones that's hardest critics. Yeah, you're still
What do you
waiting.
mean?
Okay,
What do you
keep
mean?
waiting.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You're
Isaac,
still waiting on him.
Yeah, we're waiting on him.
Yeah.
He had a whole bunch of talent.
See, we're waiting on a lot of them to go to the tournament.
He got the most talent in the league. That's all we're saying. Most talent in the league.
I mean,
He got what?
speaking of-
Wait a minute.
had the
Whoa.
most
Hold up,
talent in the
Jimmy.
league.
What was the most talent he had in the
He
league?
didn't have the most talent in the league.
No. Give me some talent that he had most in the league.
Based on rankings, which is all we got to go on.
James Wiseman
Based on
didn't play, so
recruiting.
throw that bullshit out the window.
he
What about
played.
Precious Achiuwa? What about Precious?
He played 2 games.
What about Precious? What about Precious?
One. That's it.
DJ Jeffries was supposed to be a pro.
If my auntie had a scrotum, she'd be my
No,
uncle.
no.
But keep going.
I got you. What about the kid from California?
Boogie.
Supposed to go to Duke.
That's Boogie.
I'm
That's
just-
Boogie.
Hey, watch my finger. I'm waiting on you to give me another player.
The kid Damian Barr that's at TCU. He go TCU.
I'm still waiting on you to give me another player.
Hold up. I just said they had talent. I didn't say they
No.
were good.
That ain't what you said, baby. That was let's rewind it.
So what team was more talented than Memphis in the AAC, Jimmy? Will you explain to me? Well, on paper.
You know, he knows that
I'm
on
not
paper.
talking about on see what I tried to
But that's
tell
all-
y'all. And I
That's
came
all
on
I
here.
can go on.
Hold on. I tried to tell y'all. We got a lot of people that ain't that damn good. I said it on the show. I don't care what Coach K, the people like the rankers and all of that. I know them guys wasn't that good. They was mad at me. All the alumni was mad at me because I didn't say it publicly, but I told y'all on this show they fucking terrible, freaking terrible. So guess what? From what he got out of that bunch of crap, I think he did an amazing job. That's just me. Because I'm not over here jealous and hating on him, like some of y'all do. Secretly.
Nobody hating on him.
No.
And I
I know. Hold up.
Everybody
I know
wants
the
Penny to win.
spirit, Chris. I know
Right.
the spirit. NBA player, got a lot of money, got a great job. Some people just don't like that. Some of our own people don't like that. And I
No,
understand
you're
it.
right with that.
I
agree.
understand
agree.
that. I understand it. It's
I agree
okay.
with
But the
So
slick
you-
stuff,
so-
like you said, huh?
But there's a greater portion of white coaches.
I don't give
that
a
don't
fat
like that.
rat's ass about the white ones. I just
But
told you that
but
last
you just
week.
pointed out. I understand that. You made it seem like it's only black
I'm
people.
finna
the way it
repeat it.
sounded, you said it 3 times.
Jimmy Hicks. There's 2 structures going out there. Okay? It's a social structure, how they look at us. I don't give a fat rat's ass about it. Okay? And how we look at each other. I worry about how the black coaches talk about it. I ain't worried. I already know the white coach gonna talk about it. It's when you Negroes get to talking about him and get to talking negative about a guy that's in a position of power. You can't do it. I don't care how jealous. Some people just got jealous and envious spirits. I'm just telling you. You got jealous and envious spirits. And guess what? I bind that spirit in the name of Jesus. I'm telling you. Because some of y'all just jealous of other people. And you can't help it. You was raised that way. So, yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening.
First of all, I'm not jealous. That's number one. I won't.
Okay.
No, I'm just putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there. I'm not saying talk about me. But what I'm saying is he got to make the NCAA tournament. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
He ain't got to do nothing.
This year 4?
Yeah, he ain't got to do nothing.
Well, I mean, if that's what they
Because
wanna
guess
do,
what?
that's fine.
When y'all lose a job, y'all go crazy. When he loses his job, he's all right. So he ain't got to do nothing.
We're not talking about that. We're talking
Yes,
about
but guess what? The dynamics are different. He's not a regular coach, Chris Walker.
What is he then?
He's not a regular, excuse me. He's not a regular coach. Because he got $80 million in the bank before he ever stepped on that goddamn campus.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yes, it does. You just talk about the bag. Wait a minute. Well, hold on.
What's his
When it
buyout?
pleases your ass, Jimmy, you mention the bag. But he already has secured the bag.
Okay, no, I'm saying though. So once you have money and you get to a certain plateau, no matter where you are in life, at a certain plateau, you're gonna go to the mall, you're gonna you're gonna spend some. At some point, you're gonna spend or invest some.
What is your analogy when you talk about this? Bring it back to this.
You know how psychologically, once again, I say this again, so you understand this. And everybody, no matter what level of your economic ladder you are, at some point, you're not, when you're grinding,
assuming. I'm telling you how he feels. You are assuming.
Dude, you're not even listening right now. Right now, just turn your listening knob on.
No, I'm not listening, Coach. You talking about at some point, you're academically. I'm telling you about this particular. Hold up.
This is not, once again, we just let you talk.
No, but you don't know what the hell you're talking about on this one.
We just let you talk. This ain't listen. This is human behavior patterns that are factuals. No matter who you are, no matter where you come from, at some point when you are grinding, when you first start getting your paychecks, there's going to be a phase where you're not going to spend anything. Am I lying? Do you understand what I'm saying? There's going to be a certain phase. You're going to say, man, you know what? I got to stack this. I ain't going to buy nothing. I ain't going to get it. Then it's going to be a certain level of comfortability that you're going to reach. Maybe it's the bonus check. Maybe it's Christmas
I'm not
time.
listening.
Maybe when you
You're right.
And at some point, you're going to say, you know what? I'm going to reward myself.
When are you going to say something relevant for this conversation? I'm telling you. I was talking to Chris Walker anyway. I was telling Chris Walker, hold on. I just let you talk. Chris Walker made at some point, he got to win a championship. I'm telling, in his case, he don't. And he'll be all right. That's the point I'm trying to make. But you come on, well, if you got this and you got this, listen to me. The man is at his dream job.
He's a winner.
Coaching his dream job.
He wants to win.
He never won that when he won. He didn't win in high school. He didn't win in college. He didn't win in the pro. What the hell are you talking about?
He's a winner. He made it to the NBA championship. He's a winner.
James Harden made it to the NBA championship,
when he was coaching grassroots basketball, Penny Hardaway, that YMCA Team Penny, that used to be YMCA back in the day, Team Penny, they won. His name's associated with winning. They won the NIT this year. Guess what? The NIT may not sound like much, but Baylor Bears just won the NIT about 5 years ago. It takes time. That's part of the process. Baylor won the NIT.
Chris Walker with his slick.
Won that championship.
Hold on. Chris Walker was trying to be slick. No. No. At some point, when he's winning, he got to win. And all I said was, he's okay. And y'all don't understand that I know him and y'all don't. And I'm just telling you, he's okay. But you tell me, when people get on, he's okay. He's not no regular coach. That's all I'm saying.
Is Coach K okay? Is Coach K okay?
But you were slick enough, but you weren't quick enough, Chris. I coach you.
Well, how am I slick?
I don't know Coach K. Excuse me. Okay. Thank you, Jimmy. I don't know Coach K. I happen to know this coach that you talking about, that you don't know him. And I know him. And I'm going by the way he thinks. I'm not going by Coach K, okay. I don't know. I don't know if Cal okay. I don't know none of them coaches. But this one right here, he's at his dream job, ladies and gentlemen. Read my lips. He get to coach where he wanted to coach at. Oh, if he wanted to coach his dream job at his dream school at home. He is winning already. He's okay. If Chris Walker think that he got to go to the tournament, go to the tournament to get his ass knocked out the first round, he won the NIT. You ain't said nothing about that. But your first thing is he got the win. But that's how, in the things I was saying, and Chris, not just you, all black coaches, all black people in this industry. That's how they do it. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Let me make 2 points. Let me make 2 points.
Yeah.
All right. Here's how honestly I feel. I don't care how much money you got. We're not talking about money right now. You are right. He's okay. You're right. He's okay. And
that's the point.
There are other people that have money too. They may not have his money, but they have money and they're okay if they don't win. But you're a coach. You get judged by the metrics of coaching. I'm not talking about whether you got a bunch of money or whether you play in the NBA. I'm saying you're the coach in Memphis. Memphis has a history of winning and success. And I'm like, yo, at some point, you got to get that thing going.
Dude, I told you you were slick enough, but you wasn't quick enough. That ain't how you said it. You didn't say it about the metrics. I told you you were slick, but you weren't quick enough. You were slick. You were slick. I caught you. But guess what? It's okay. It's okay. It ain't but 350 other positions, and he got one. And got a new and 5 more goddamn years to do it, and they got to pay him. So guess what? He got time.
But listen, I didn't.
And how this started is you wanted to. How did he get this player?
No,
everybody else can get the player. I know, but listen, you got to watch words that come out of y'all's damn mouth. Y'all need to watch some of the words that come out of y'all mouth. Because the white guys, Mr. White Man the white man know everybody right there. He knows how them white coaches think. So we don't need no black folks like your ass thinking like that. That's all I'm saying.
Hatter, we chopped them up too, Hatter.
That's all I'm saying is, Chris Walker, in this climate, whenever a black coach get a player, it seemed that he had to do something. But when one of these white boys get a player,
I chopped them too.
That's a great fit for him.
I chopped them too.
That's a great fit for him.
They have to do something. They have to do something too. There's a market that's set, and when people that know, it's a market that's set, it's a market. And once a market
I ain't never heard you say that about. I didn't hear you say that when nobody else went nowhere else, Chris Walker.
What do you mean? That's not true. I talk about stuff all the time. I talk about
LSU.
Okay, all right, okay, I talk about Nick Saban. I talk about Nick Saban. I talk about Alabama all the time. I talk about Duke and Zion. Come on, man. I give it out. And I wasn't saying that Penny bought him. The point I was trying to make is that the NIL that makes Memphis attractive. I'm telling you, because of Penny and NIL, the way people love Memphis basketball in Memphis, that makes Memphis more attractive.
Let me tell y'all something. You and y'all white boys, y'all gonna be, and very soon y'all gonna be a little bit more madder. So I'm just preparing y'all ass right now. Y'all gonna be a little bit more madder very, very soon.
What they gonna be mad about?
You'll see. I'm gonna come back on here and tell you. You're gonna be a little bit more madder. Because you're already hot. How you get a guy from Philadelphia? Okay.
Oh, come on, man. I was just giving you a hard time, bro.
No.
Come on,
no, but guess what?
Hatter, you just said with your own mouth, you said, what did Jimmy just say? Creative financing, and started laughing.
Yes.
Time Chris asked you that.
And
so
I just said
that was your first response.
But
that was your first response.
I'm telling you, y'all gonna get madder soon.
So what is a person supposed to think if you being close to him and you mentioned creative financing? So what is a person supposed to think?
Chris brought it up, every time I just said creative financing. I ain't said nothing. Chris brought that up. I think it's a great situation. Excuse me.
I'm thinking NIL.
Wait a minute. NIL. Because you don't know what I know, I think it's a great situation for any top kid to go to University of Memphis.
You're a Memphis grad, though.
Yes. Duh.
You're a Memphis grad.
Just like you feel about Villanova.
You wasn't saying that shit when hey, Al, you wasn't saying that shit, nor were you wearing them shirts. You wasn't saying that shit, nor were you wearing that shirt when Josh Pastner was the coach there.
So when the hell was it?
I rest my case.
Hold up. Well, I'm glad my people on. Let's stop. People on the Facebook.
You say my
feed.
people.
My people on the Facebook feed. Haven't I told
You like
y'all?
Lil Boozy. You ain't Lil Boozy on. You say I got my people.
No,
with me. You got your people. with you?
Hold up. Hey, boom, boom, room. Hold up. Ain't I told y'all? It's the people. I mess with the people. Jimmy tried to give me the Dodgers. I don't mess with the Dodgers. I mess with Mookie. Jimmy tried to give me San Diego. I don't mess with San Diego. I mess with Tatis. I don't mess with Josh Paston. I mess with Penny Hardaway. That's why, yes, I concur. But I've been very consistent. See, I don't flip-flop like other people do. Let me tell you something. You know you're going to know where I stand. And Chris,
you're right.
Chris,
No, you're right about that.
Chris, if you big enough to say it, you ought to be big enough to let me come back at you. You just got to come at me with some better ammunition. That's all.
I agree.
Because I got plenty. Hey, I got plenty ammunition.
Let me give you some ammunition on. Ironically, I had some stuff about Memphis to share with you guys today. Memphis, the Tigers basketball program has confirmed 4 games this season with HBCUs. So October 24th, they're going to play against Lemaine Owen. That's a local school in Memphis. Lemoyne. Yeah. Lemoyne. And they played them before, but that's like University of Texas saying I'm going to play Houston Tillerson. You know, you're playing for the spirit, and it's just the experience that those guys will get. I think Penny played them before. He might have won by 50 his first time year on the job. He's also going to play, that's on the 24th of October. On the 31st, he's going to play Lane College. Lane College. Now, the thing is, these 2 games will not count on the standings for Memphis. Why? Because both are from the SIAC, they're Division II HBCUs. Division I basketball teams, when they play if they play a Division II or non-Division I team, they must play them in an exhibition status on the schedule. So Memphis does have 2 other HBCUs that are confirmed on the schedule this year. November the 13th, North Carolina Central. They're from the MEAC, and they're going to spread the wealth. And speaking of a relationship, they also on December the 21st, during the Christmas break, they will host Alabama State from the SWAC. And who's the head coach at Alabama State? Mo Williams. And you can see how relationships goes in that stuff. And Chris, you were a college coach.
I got one better, Jimmy. I got one better. Lane College. I know you just brushed over it because you don't know, you're not from that area. Andre Turner.
I know their football. Football team.
Hold up. Andre Turner is their head coach there now.
Point guard?
Yes.
Wow. So that's the relationship. Yes. I just mentioned that. I didn't know. Yeah. So so I went from the back end with Alabama State about the relationship. Right. That's why I was getting to toss the crew. Chris. Well, you were a coach. How much does relationships play a factor when you're in charge of scheduling at the Division I level and you're giving these guys games like that? How does that help them?
It depends on where you are, because you got strength of schedule. You're trying to make the NCAA tournament. You got to be able to make sure you can recover, and it depends on who you playing. Can they beat you? You know, because you like what Penny, like Hatter's writing one thing. Penny's secure. Like, he don't have to worry about certain things that other coaches got to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Like, Penny can go lose to North Carolina Central. People will be mad, but they ain't tripping. I go lose to North Carolina Central, they be trying to get my job. You see what I'm saying? So it's just different. And then you can't play too many of them, because that used to be the thing back in the day until they brought in strength of schedule and RPI. So guys don't play them. And you know why guys don't play them as much anymore? It's 2 words. Mike Davis is the reason why they don't play them anymore, because you can lose to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so
but you know why he's like doing it, though.
League now.
I
know why.
He wants to help. Listen, all of them guys, he wanted. Don't they get big checks? Don't y'all get big checks to these schools? That's what he's trying to do, man. He ain't just he in a position of power. So he said, I got this power. I'm gonna make sure these guys be able to do this. That's the point. That's why I thank you for Jimmy bringing that up. But that's why I don't like. I will it give me pause when people talk about, because I know where his heart is. I never forget this. His first year as a coach, he go to Vegas, and he bought everybody's coaching package. Everybody, every tournament, some of the tournaments he didn't go to. And he looked at me and said, Robert, it ain't my money. These guys out here trying to make money. I'm buying if a guy got a relationship with him, he bought everybody's coaching package wherever he went. Because he was saying, this the college, well, they got a great budget. But he was thinking about other people. He didn't sit up and say, man, I ain't getting him. No, he said, Robert, he had so many damn wristbands. I said, why you got all these wristbands? He said, all these the packages I bought. Those the kind of things that this guy doing. That's why y'all talking about I'm taking up for him. No, I don't have to take. Let me tell you something. Never feel sorry for a dude that's riding around on a private jet all the time. I ain't feeling sorry for him. He rides on a private jet everywhere he go. I can't feel sorry. I'm just telling you, when our people, when we in positions of power, like Chris Walker, I ain't gonna never let nobody say nothing about Chris Walker. I take up for him just like I'm taking up for Penny. He know it. So that's all I'm trying to say. But I saw something on the screen, Jimmy, and I wanted to share it because it's crazy. Kenny Anderson at Fisk. I don't know why he didn't play, but he said P.J. Washington from Charlotte needs Hatter's good talk. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something, man, that I saw, and I put this, and I know we're at the end of the show, but it's Women Rock Wednesday. But y'all, the girl that this boy got himself caught up with. Check this out.
So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off of me, I mean, you could just fucking athlete. They're really dumb. So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off of me, I mean, you could just fucking athlete. They're really dumb.
Did you hear what she said? Did y'all? That girl, that little boy was no match for that woman. But like I said yesterday, they think they cute. They think they all of that, them players. Jimmy, she was there to knock the Keldon Johnson guy off.
I think that young lady is not more so. I'm getting my charger. It's not more so her knowledge or her experience over him. I think it was more. It was what aggravated the whole situation is the fact that her what do you call her resume? Her resume.
That aggravated who?
No, what aggravated the situation? Now you can have on a charge, you can have a regular assault and you have aggravated assault. What aggravated this whole situation to a different degree is he had been forewarned, not of not of what she knows, but who she had been with. Dude, do you realize don't try to turn that one into a housewife? That was the angle that his peers and people that were trying that knew her. It was no way that his father,
Jimmy, I'm trying.
Mr.
Jimmy,
Washington,
I was finna give you something, and you, Jimmy, the girl came there to meet. She knew Keldon Johnson first. He called himself backdooring Keldon Johnson and getting the girl. The girl came to mess with Keldon Johnson. Was telling the girl, "I love you," in the game. He called himself beating him to the punch. I just wanted to add that. Okay.
Once they hung out, there were people that had warned him that she had been down with some other guys before then.
Everybody.
So that's what I'm saying. So once that became, and my point I was getting at, it was no way that it was highly unlikely that his father, Mr. Washington, would have known that this young lady had got in there with him until it was too late. By the time you take that girl home from college, Chris, by the time you bring one home to meet the family, if they try to tell you something about it, they can give you the warning signs. If mama might tell you, hey man, I don't like her spirit. Ain't them might say, you know what, boy, she cute, bud, but I don't like the way she dressed. They're gonna tell you all the things they see. Now, guess what? At that moment, it might be too late because you ain't for the back out the driver right then. You hear it, but you're not listening. That with this young man here, not only did she make a mockery of it, he did confess. She got me. That's a teachable moment. Maybe PJ Washington can start including and maybe give workshops and explain and try to help some other incoming college or superstar stars to what they can look out for. But that's not gonna. They come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, and that's the whole thing about it. And it's undefeated.
But here's my thing. So the woman, I'm gonna take the other perspective. So the woman should be blamed because, as Thaddeus Moody put it. Oh no, is that who said that? Tremaine Jordan. Suckers get licked every day, right? So my thing is, dude.
I don't blame him.
You got all the information you want there. And to Jimmy's point, when they hit the brake, they don't. If they hit the gas, they don't know where to brake at, man. I'm telling you, he's pushing the gas, like you said. How did he backdoor the other dude? And the same way Deshaun Watson fell in love with his social dudes are falling in love with nonsense. Ask me if I feel sorry for him. No, I don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for that guy. I feel sorry for him for what? You know, you got to think about it. That's on Instagram, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's on Instagram. That's not like some stuff. I mean, this is crazy that, I mean, forget about what she feels about herself. Hey, man, that's her thing. My thing is, I'm not blaming her. I had to tell a kid today, I'm not blaming you. I had to tell the kid was mad about a relationship with a coach. I said, listen, man, here's the deal. I'm not blaming that dude for all the stuff that he's doing. We know what he is. Now, if you didn't know what he is and he gets you, I get it. Once you know what he is, it's not his fault no more. The onus ain't on him. The onus is on you. But you know what you can't do? You can't let him go. So it ain't his fault no more. If he continue being a clown, guess what? Join the circus with him. Because you know he a clown, yet you keep playing with him.
And Jimmy, it's a lot of stuff on the internet. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all watch this stuff y'all looking at on Twitter, talking about the $2,000 a month and all that kind of stuff, man. That hadn't been factuated yet. Go look at your sources on there. There's those not reputable sources on there that's giving y'all this information. So all I'm telling y'all before, I know y'all, she talking about this money, this money, this money, this money. She even said herself, shit, I'm laughing at it. Shit, how in the hell, 200,000 a week, a month already? No, I mean, so.
No, I think some of those rumors or the source of those rumors was started from a person or taking an average of what if she was to go and get child support, what the average would probably likely be based on some of his counterparts. That's what I think.
But I'm just saying, Jimmy, I'm seeing a lot of people talking about something on here and talking about how old she was and all this. Let me tell you something. I got one for you. I got one for you. Hold on.
But meanwhile, while you're speaking of her, think about this by being Women Rock Wednesday.
Yeah.
Amongst the girls her age and younger, how do you think they are looking at her?
Now, 200,000 a month, Sonya Billings. 200. Look at this. 41-year-old Bernice Burgers got her eyes on him. And let me tell you something. These dudes in Vegas right now, thinking they big shit popping right now. I'm telling you, Chris Walker, you gonna see it.
Already seen it.
If I sneak up there tonight, in the next few days, I might see it. Let me tell y'all something, man. These girls, all the young guys who plan on trying to be in this league, these girls don't listen to me. These girls are working, especially in Vegas. They working, young men. You out there for 10 days to work. They working and you should be working. Instead of running your little nappy head ass around the casino all night, get in there and get you some rest. Go see your family, take them to dinner, go get some rest. Because everybody in the NBA is out there watching your habits right now. These girls ain't playing. And then we talk about, well, she too old. No. That lady just told you. Athletes are dumb. She didn't say doctors are dumb. She didn't say lawyers are dumb. Jimmy, she said, just go. Y'all trying to get some money. Just go get one of these dumbass athletes. That's what she said. I've heard them. I never forget. Jimmy, I used to have my birthday parties and bring all my clients in town. When I see them girls, we had a boat. We had a big yacht ride, right? I told her and her crew, one of these days I'm going to bring on the show. I told her and her crew, look, if none of one of my clients can be touched. Not him, not him, not him. I said, no. Now, all these other guys, they fair game. You can't mess with none of mine. If you're going to get on this boat, I'm paying for this boat. You ain't getting on here just to go, because it's going to be an intimate setting for 4 hours. Chris Walker. Y'all, we got to learn. Let me tell you something. These guys don't know no better. Just because they can run high, jump and high, Jimmy. That's why you shouldn't be able to kiss their behinds. Dwight just told you. Dwight Thomas, a guy worked with me. He said, dude, it's a lot of guys don't like it because guess what? I'm gonna tell them when your feet stink. So what it is, I keep trying to say it. We're surrounding these guys with people that's gonna do whatever these guys say. And these kids don't know. I'm gonna use this, Chris, and I'm gonna let you go, Chris. Chris, if you don't know nothing, and you teach the player what you know, he gonna be as smart as your ass. How about that, Chris? That's
it.
Yeah, I mean and that's once again I like the comment from one of the guys in the Boomer Room said, a sucker gonna get licked every day.
Oh my God.
Shout out. Hey, Adam, you gotta go grab that one and put it on the screen. Go grab it from the Facebook. A sucker gonna get licked every day. And that's why I asked the question. For some of the young ladies, this girl is viewed upon as a shero. She's a superhero. She made it. She hit the grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, down by 3 runs. I'm still a lot of females out there.
So guess what they're saying, Jimmy? Some more girls gonna try the same thing. Okay, keep going.
Oh,
absolutely,
yes.
Absolutely. So the objective is they understand that. That's why it comes from a different angle. And all you could do as a grown up, as a protector, as a provider, you males out there, the grown men.
Yeah.
All you can do is try to put him in a situation mentally that he's consciously aware. Some kids don't drink as much as others when they get to college. Some smoke. Some don't smoke as much as others when they get to college. Some don't pop certain pills as much as others when they get to college, right? And so the thing is, if a guy that's 18, 19 years old, first of all, yeah, you done stole a couple of beers or a couple of swigs of Crown from out your pappy's bar, but you don't know how to drink. Yes, you done snuck in the club, you drunk vodka, but you really don't understand the concept of hydration when you're drinking. We don't have those conversations with guys probably need to start because you don't think that your kids are drinking like that. So you don't think your kids are smoking like that. So you don't want to have that conversation. All the thing we had back in the days, and we didn't really have that one, was the birds and the bees conversation. So now it's much more than that needs to be had from black males to black males.
And Jimmy, you can be an example. You cannot drink and your son gonna drink his ass off.
And guess what? If you're not teaching him certain things, like when you get in your drink, leaving your unprotected drink on the bar as you turn around, or if you got to pick up something, or if you got to go and give your guy a high five. If a kid doesn't have keen street sense, where the hell is he supposed to adapt that concept from? That means a girl is already waiting on him to turn around so she can hit him with a Mickey.
Jimmy, the key is, Jimmy, we have to groom them now, summer basketball coaches. This is for y'all. We got to groom them now, high school coaches. So that's why I get mad when you high school coaches act a damn fool and do stupid stuff. Because we grooming young minds, because you can talk to them, Sensei talking about the entry program and the entry program that they give them when the rookie orientation program. Shit, half of them, half of them guys go to sleep. I don't show up. And you remember they had one program, and OJ Mayo and them they was talking about having girls in the room, and they done sneaked the girl in the room, and they was talking about it at the meeting.
And then they have to go back again and retake it again. They don't care. And then true story. Mm-hmm. At the NBPA Top 100 camp, they had one of the young ladies that came, and they had one of the ladies that they used for the actual NBA orientation to come and speak. And it was one of the years, a couple of years back, when they sicked the young lady on the rookies. While they were in New York City, they have to go through go through all these workshops and stuff. They sicked the girl on them. And the girl came back and she came one of the days after they had all partied or whatever one night. She came, they didn't know she was on the committee. They didn't know she was a mark. She came and spoke to them and explained to them that she was HIV positive. And I could have had you. I could have had you. I could have had you. It wasn't, you could hear a pin drop in the room.
I love that one.
So it brought reality to it. She was HIV positive.
Jimmy.
And could have took any one of them. She could have hit, it was 3 or 4 of them in the room. She pointed, I could have had you.
Jimmy.
Could have had you. Could have had you.
Hey, I'm gonna give y'all a story that was graphic. We was in Phoenix at the All-Star game in Phoenix, Arizona. Never forget this. NBA offices had after 2 or 3 days, the NBA had sent us a memo saying, look out for this girl, look out for this particular girl, she driving this. And then, I found out later what happened, Jimmy. Because these dudes think like I said, they think they cool. This girl, fine as hell, driving a convertible Corvette. Dude thought he came up. One of the parties, Jimmy took her back to the took her back to the hotel, the Biltmore Hotel. Oh, I shouldn't be giving no plug. Biltmore Hotel. Jimmy, the girl put a knockout drop in the man's drink. Had a dude come in the room and take a picture of the dude with his penis by his mouth, near his mouth, while he was asleep and knocked out. How much money you gonna pay for them pictures? Did not get out. That's the scam. Yo, this happened. You knockout drop. You don't know what the hell happened. Girl try to blackmail you. Tell me she got these pictures. Hey man, let me tell y'all something, man. When I be saying this stuff on the show, I'm not telling you something. This stuff is real, man. I just left the Hall of Fame game. I know it. Think about it. All of those guys, they call it Gold Jacket Weekend. Chris, the Gold Jackets get in front of the line for everything. Well, you got a gold jacket, you straight. They was up there working. Y'all, all I'm saying, listen, you ain't gonna be perfect, young men. But man, when you on these type of trips, the All-Star games, the Super Bowls, it's some people are coming just to take things from you. Listen to me. Some people headed, when it was in LA, not too long ago, Jimmy, All-Star game in LA. Guess what? They sent a memo out. Because what? The stick-up guys, they had got intel that they were going to stick up every play, anytime you all that jewelry on. They coming to get you. Told them players don't wear no excessive jewelry. I'm just telling y'all, man. It's people. We love you. A lot of people are your fans. But man, it's an opposition to your mission. when you go into these big events. So when you go to these big events, just be careful, young men, coach. They don't know you. You ain't cute. She ain't messing with you, coach. You cute. No, she trying to get you, boss. So, Chris, y'all can get us out of here if you want to.
Ain't no trying. They didn't got you. They got you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just had to give it to y'all, man. It's crazy.
They know everything about you from the other side of the ball. Social media, them eye recognize, what they call it, that software, the
face recognition.
Face recognition. They know you already. They take a when the last time a girl was getting ready to take a picture of you in the bar and you said, "Don't do that. Don't take no picture of me." You start smiling even harder. You cheesing even harder. You start, a guy like Chris, he gonna lick his bottom lip.
Boy, I can't. Hey, Jimmy, when we get off the air, let's get on the three-way. I ain't never going to. Let me tell you something. He hooked me up though. Hey, we was at the Bellagio at that whatever that club at the Bellagio.
And hi.
Ooh, Chris had a section. Guess what, y'all? It wasn't nobody but me and him in this section. We had, and then, we had, people came later, but it was just me and Chris Walker. It's people came later. But hey, thank you, Chris. Hey, I like that. I like that setup. He over there sweating. Chris, this was a long time ago. Chris, this was a long time ago, man.
Sweating? That Hyde doesn't exist anymore. COVID took Hyde out.
That's right. They got another. They replaced it. It's called like Zook or something like that. It's like Zook.
Hyde's gone.
Yeah, Sonya Billings has just said something. Sonya, you might be right. Need to pay the women more. They would be.
Wait, what? Wait a minute. What?
Pay the women more. I'm talking about the national. Women don't make but 67 cents on the dollar for but man, they should pay them women more. They wouldn't be doing their ass like that.
Sonya, come on now.
Man, let me drop some more sports news.
You leave Sonya alone.
Two drops of sports news real quick. One is we keep it in the Lone Star State. The NCAA it's been released. They've just came out with their judgment against the Baylor football program, stemming from the Art Briles fiasco that resulted in a bunch of alleged sexual assaults and people, and messy stuff. However, the NCAA did not, once again, they did not render any punishment for the sexual assaults, just as they did not do any for Michigan State after their situation with that gymnastic coach a couple of years ago. So once again, the Baylor is going to be punished for not reporting it, but not for fostering it. And that's so we'll have more on that topic on tomorrow. Also, Chris, you're gonna love it. Of course, Trey mentioned it. The Lakers are seriously considering Isaiah Thomas, who scored 81 and 65 points in recent summer leagues, to join Team Geritol.
Oh my God!
How do you feel about that? About Isaiah Thomas?
Don't need him. They don't need him. He'll end up. Listen,
why? What's your why? I want to see where your mind. What's your why?
He's a ball dominant guard. He can shoot the basketball. What they got him for is to shoot the ball, right? He's another explosive guard. You got to realize when Street Clothes and LeBron go out the game, right? Who's on the floor? They're putting explosive scorers on the floor that when those guys take a break, there ain't no let up. The game is played differently. So you can have Dwight Howard at the 5, or you can have Street Clothes at the 4 with Dwight at the 5, right? You can put LeBron at the 4. They're doing some stuff right now where they can play 9 different ways. That you want to put Kyrie out there, you want to put James Harden, and now again you want to put Kevin Durant. They got their guys too. We're gonna go with you with Russell, with LeBron and Street Clothes. They got their guys too. And guess what? When you get past your 3, who y'all got? When they get past the Lakers 3, we got Melo. They got some other guys.
We got Patty Mills, baby.
Oh my God. Get out of here with
that. I ain't never liked him, but I love him now. See how I am, y'all. Patty
No, you're a
Mills is
homer.
my best friend right now.
You're a homer. You can't trust you. If they're your homeboy, forget
Well,
about
hold
it.
up. This the
Come
guy
on, man. I
y'all
gotta
trying
go
to
to bed.
get.
The
Hold
game's
on.
getting ready to start, man.
Hold on, Chris. Chris. This the guy y'all trying to get right now, right?
These niggas gave up on me. They gave up on me.
That's what it's called.
Man, please, man.
And the next day, LeBron James give him a job.
Yo, man.
And the next day,
Dramas
LeBron
make the
James
best.
trying to give him a job.
Dramas make the best movies, man. You
Hold
remember
up,
he came
hold
to
up. Let me
Cleveland.
show you
remember
his
he came to
tweets,
Cleveland,
Jimmy.
They got rid of him.
Let
He
me
came
show
to
you the
Cleveland, got
tweets.
rid of him.
Hold up. Look at his tweets, Jimmy. That emotion was tied up from the last 4 years battling every single day. I'm not talking about the league giving up on me. The world gave up on me. Was using the restroom on me while I was down and out. When you love something, you want you do whatever it takes to get that. And I'm back.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Didn't Isaiah Thomas sign with a team last year? Didn't he play back in the NBA?
Pelicans. I
last
thought
year?
it was the Pelicans, wasn't it? Somebody.
Yeah.
He signed with a team.
He got Gintu.
He could not get himself back on the court and into the rotation.
Quit hating on the man. The man said he wasn't showing y'all a snip. He's just being emotional. Y'all don't have to feel sorry for me. I got a great life. He said, I was just showing y'all. I'm sorry. Go.
No, but I'm saying at the end of that first one, it says, I'm back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. How did we just talk the other 2 days ago? You gave a recap from the No Excuses Pro-Am in Houston.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a guy that most of you on this feed had never heard of before. Scored 60 freaking points in the Pro-Am League in Houston, fourth largest city in the country. That Pro-Am League that's going on right now, a lot of other Pro-Am leagues are going to start in a couple of weeks. There's this one is one of the most competitive in the country. Not the most star-studded.
Yeah.
Used to be one of the most star-studded.
Yeah.
But it is without question one of the most competitive in the country that won down in Houston, because all those guys, most of them play overseas. They're looking for, and they use that footage. They have people filming.
Oh, yeah.
Archie.
Yeah.
Archie films every game.
Michael Jordan does too.
You guys see the YouTube feed.
Yeah.
And so what happened? They need that. They use that film to try to go and it can get them a better deal overseas, or maybe onto one of those summer league teams. These guys are playing in Houston at the Pro-Am League. Do you think for a minute if the Rockets was one of them dudes tomorrow and say, "Yo, we got a spot for you. Can you get to Vegas tonight?" You think they would go or stay?
Like a turkey through the cone.
They'll be gone. So that means these guys have been deemed. Now, that don't mean they're not, but they've been deemed by the powers that be to not be good enough to even get a spot, to be one of those number 9, number 10, number 11, number 12, or number 13. Remember, Chris Walker gave you guys earlier. We look at the box scores from the Houston Rockets game, summer league game last night versus the Detroit Pistons, and only 3 guys off the bench from each team got to play more than 10 minutes. That means 5 guys, 13 of them suited up. 5 didn't play, but scrub minutes if they did at all. So my point is this. Isaiah Thomas scored 80, scored 65. Everybody he's playing against, none of those guys are even in summer league. That don't mean they're not good. Don't mean they play overseas. They're not in summer league. Guys overseas hope to get in summer league. Joseph Young, who we love on the Chop Shop, former Yates High School star, he's on a summer league team. That means he ain't playing in the Houston Pro City League right now, or the No Excuses League right now.
He came by there.
He'd come out and give him give him a snippet or two. Jonathan Simmons is playing now. They got knocked out of limit. No, they still playing this in the championship.
Oh, yeah.
If Joseph Simmons get a call, if he gets a call tomorrow, his ass will miss the championship.
Of course.
He will miss it. But my point was, Chris, Shannon Sharpe scored 60-something points the other night. Most people on the Chop Shop never heard of Shannon Sharpe in their life. Shannon Sharpe played against you, Chris, when you had the T-Mac All-Stars. He was with the Houston Hoop Stars.
Yeah.
All I can tell you, once y'all let him go up here, you might well take your on down there. He hitting it.
And my point is how talented people don't realize. I was looking on the internet and I read somebody made a comment on this morning. I can remember who it was, and they mentioned that they were at a camp and Mahmoud Abdul Rauf came into the camp. I think it was one of our friends, Tony Fobbs, I think up in Dallas. I think what's Tony last name? I can't think of Tony last name. But Tony says on his Facebook feed that Mahmoud Abdul Rauf picked up the ball. Chris, you know how they used to 20 shots. We used to call it back in the days from the old school. We called it around the world.
Yeah.
Right? And you didn't have to tell people where to go. If you played around the world, guys knew where to go.
Right.
Give me 20, we'll do 100 shots, 20 around the world.
Right.
Guess what Mahmoud Abdul Rauf did? He said it was right in front of his face, picked the ball. He shot 100 shots, 20 from each spot. Chris, guess what he went out of 100?
60.
No, way more.
70.
80 something.
He hit 100 straight freaking shots.
Jump shot, 3-pointers.
Yeah.
100 straight. And I take this guy's word. He's credible. Say it was right there in his face, man.
I didn't see Steph do that.
Now, guess why I can believe that? Guess why I can believe that? Because I saw with my own eyes.
Oh, it was 95, Jimmy.
Ago.
It was 95.
Huh?
It was 95. Yeah.
95 out of 100.
Shit, that same thing.
But I saw with my own eyes at the NBPA Top 100 camp 2 weeks ago. They had the same drill with Chris Walker, and they gave the kids a shot 20 from each around the world. And the highest that was made was 72, which was very impressive. Very impressive.
NBA
However, that was one of, what'd you say, Chris?
It was NBA threes. That was high school kids shooting NBA threes.
High school kids shooting NBA threes. I'm glad you brought that up. So check this out. So one of the camp counselors who's working the camp, one of the coaches, he's let them know that's cool, that's good, young fella, but no, that ain't nothing. So it was kind of hating a little bit, yeah, maybe, but he letting them know the real. That ain't nothing. If you're trying to get to this league, that ain't nothing. He's like, what they like. One of them kids say, they got minimal respect for the grown folk nowadays. They told him, well, you do it. You can't beat that. Say, me? Young fella, you don't know nothing about me. You might want to Google me. So now he gets ready, grabs it. He shoots 100. He hits 84.
Who?
84.
Well, who is this?
This was right on cue, and that was John
Which one of the
Lucas.
campuses is?
John Lucas.
At the Top 100 camp.
Oh, John Lucas shoot the piss out. Oh, my God.
The son, John Lucas Jr.
I know it. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. He's John Lucas the third. The daddy is Junior.
Yeah.
So little John picked up the ball and shot 100 shots, and they shagging for him. They just going around on. Because once he understands something, once he gets started and goes through the first rack, I mean not rack, but the first corner spot. Now people paying attention because he's hit like 16 out of the first 20. So now he's going. So it showed that's how good of a shooter you have to be. So then he told me something, and I'll share this last thing with you guys. And I really believe in it now. Understand something? I've never been on that level of the game.
Right.
He says, on those shots, when people shooting around the world, the rule of thumb is in the NBA,
20% less.
you take 20% off. If you hit 80 out of 100, that's really going to transfer over to 60 out of 100. 20%, you take that off because you're shooting that in what they call a controlled environment. Remember, Ben Simmons just took heat the other day from having a video posted of him shooting threes. Remember, people slam dunking him in Philly. We saw this before. You did this all before because those cones don't move. Those cones don't have any blocks per game. Those cones don't have any altered shots per game. Those cones don't apply to analytics.
But Jimmy, they give him wide open damn shots, Jimmy. They give Ben wide open shots. They say shoot it. He with us. Hey, Chris, he with us.
6 on 4.
You know, it's rumored that they was talking about on ESPN. Somebody just said that they want him in Dallas. Jason Kidd said, "Okay, I'll take him." So they trying to figure something out. Nico got his work cut out for him down there.
I don't know about that one. Yeah. I got to run, fellas.
Me too.
Hey,
I
Jimmy,
got to go too.
What time you get there, Jimmy? I'll see you tonight. Rosewood in the house.
Bye.
Hey, I'm getting started right now, guys. I'm getting started. Taking the pay.
Before y'all go, I watched that documentary, Malice in the Palace. Gotta watch it. Gotta watch it. You're right, Miranda. I watched it last night. I'm in Vegas, and I watched it last night. The Malice in the Palace. Man, you got to see it from Jermaine O'Neal. I gained a lot of respect for Jermaine O'Neal after I watched that. I don't even know Jermaine O'Neal. After I watched that, and I watched Metta World, it was centered around Jackson, Steven Jackson, Metta World, and Jermaine O'Neal, and Donnie Walsh, who was the GM. Man, I'm telling you, you got to watch it.
I'm going to watch it just because Paul Miranda went ballistic on Jermaine O'Neal, and he liked it, so it must be good.
Yeah.
And you guys in Dallas, excuse me, Chris, you guys in Dallas, if you reach out to Tony Hobbs, because Gary said that we were taking a guess.
No, it was 100. It was 100, Jimmy. It could have been 100.
So he hit 100 out of 100 shots. Man. And we're talking about, understand something, for those that remember, that was a movement going on against Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. A movement, meaning from the system, from the powers that be. They were trying to suppress him because he and another guy like Chris Hodges, they were visibly of Muslim faith, and they were visibly. It wasn't just a Muslim faith, huh?
Craig Hodges.
Craig Hodges. I say Chris Hodges. No, it wasn't just them being of Muslim faith, but they were at the time. Understand something. This was during the up under the umbrella during a time in our country where the Million Man March was scaring the shit out of mainstream conservatives around the country. And you had Farrakhan doing a nationwide tour in all galvanizing black men in different cities. Remember, it was a Million Man March. It wasn't a Million Woman March. And that's so that means people say, well, a Muslim had nothing to do with it. Yes, it did. It might not have a whole lot, or might not have been primarily, but in their reluctance during the national anthem. They were the Colin Kaepernicks before Colin Kaepernick. And truth be told, not so much about Craig Hodges, but who knows, but Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, Colin Kaepernick, the money that he probably was deprived of making because of his religious beliefs primarily would dwarf what Colin Kaepernick lost. It would dwarf it in percentages of if you factor it over you transfer the money over what the value of the money back then versus now. You know what I'm saying?
Value, yeah.
It would dwarf it. So, but anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. What else you got on the docket today, Chris?
I'm good. That was good. That was good.
Go watch some games,
Chris
man.
got to go. But Chris, y'all let me know what's happening in Vegas tonight, huh?
Yeah, and I can't wait to get on tomorrow. We cover this Becky Hammond and her comment. Now she done remember the market done dried up on her, so she done took the gloves off now. And so Becky Hammond, she basically said, don't to the NBA, don't hire me for just checking no box. Hire me for my merit. Okay,
hey, man.
Okay,
hey, Cuomo, y'all better chill out, man. They just got rid of Cuomo in New York. Y'all need to chill out, lay off that one, man. They're gonna turn our plugs off on the Chop Shop. Y'all better relax.
No, we
on
ain't
that.
doing what Cuomo. We ain't touching on no girl.
Yeah, we
Don't put us in no. Don't put me in. I ain't touching on that.
Hold up. Don't you ain't touching no girl. Don't touch on that subject. That's all I'm saying.
Man, ain't nobody think about no bacon ham. How about that?
I'll holler at y'all, man.
All right, boy. We out of here, man.
All right, guys. It's time to slide down
here,
Bino's back. And Yabba Dabba do this thing on this Women Rock Wednesday. We'll see you guys in 22 hours. Make sure you share the show on your way out the door. Do that for us, man, so we can continue to increase our reach on the World Wide Web and through your social media platforms. Don't forget, guys, for Chris Walker, Robert Haller, this Jim Hicks. Hey, I'm in vintage mode, baby. Vintage. Let me go the other way. See that right there, baby. Vintage.
Chris Walker be hating on the Memphis Tigers and that coach. Yeah, I'm out of here.
Vintage. Peace. Be up out of here. Chop.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the